Okay, recap. Who wants to do it?
I fireballed the motherfucking psychic
last-
link.
That was
The
the
end.
Are we
Go.
gonna go backwards for the recap? Because that seems dumb.
I don't know.
Well, you didn't actually do anything. You started to do something. You haven't done it yet.
I've done
So
it. Come on.
last
bring it.
time, our characters found out they were being hunted by the big bad, and they knew they could tell when they were being actively hunted. So they were trying to hightail it up north because they didn't know where else to go, and they tried to go to the safety of the Rangers Lodge, but there was a zombie, not a horde, but they just come from getting their bell rung a little bit, and then before they had a chance to rest, they ran into the other group who's on the other side of the bridge that they needed to get to the ranger's cabin. When they were there, they found that all the rivers had been stopped up, or somehow all the rivers were gone.
Mm-hmm.
While
Yep.
there was one of the times when the big bad was tapping into our players, Jane realized that she could touch it, and she knew she could fly in it, not physically, but psychically go through into the link, and she was wanted to see if she could teleport herself out using some of her magic, and she did, but it was further away than she meant to. So
Mm-hmm.
she started to turn back to get back to the group, and that's when our group was attacked. When they were going around by the river, and they thought they were outnumbered. When they saw the amount of zombies and some giantish big zombie, they knew that they were one character down, and so they tried to hightail it out of there, and they did make it out. But before they did, Throm threw down some thunder to show Jane where they were at, and then left. So they're hightailing it away, uh, being led by the ranger to try and be quiet and get out of there because they needed to take a rest and they needed to recover. As they as the big bad was talking to some or grouping up his bad guys because some of them were charmed by our players. Jane then does find our group, or Jane finds the big bad, unaware that Jane's there. Jane then sees what must be the strongest golden rope she's ever seen. She normally only sees the threads connecting the master to those that the master is some way either possessed or brought back to life or is in some way connected to. So Jane sees what she thinks is a chance to possibly end it all right now, to kill the master, and she's not suicidal, but the chance to end everything was too good, and she took it. She
Fuck yes, you did.
she entered into the stream of consciousness and drew upon her powers to cast a fireball through the psychic link at the big bad. And that's where we are right now.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
So, if everyone can please go to Roll20.
There, dog.
There, brother, there. Waiting.
You're not there.
Ready.
I don't see John.
I'm in here, but maybe I
Also-
need to go out and back in.
Also, don't see John.
But I'm definitely in there.
Well, we can do that for the time being.
All right. So we're going to not necessarily retcon, but we're going to. I want to roll initiative for everybody because things are happening.
We already had initiative. We never dropped out of it.
Sure we did. We've been hiding for like hours. And you stumbled up.
Yeah.
You guys hadn't been hiding for hours, had you?
They ran away.
Yeah, we ran away. I mean, we've been hiding.
And that's what. If you look at the map, we got the black lines, and then there's the little.
I know I was made to roll initiative. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, I know we had been hiding for a while.
Go ahead and give me those initiatives.
That probably did happen.
Or roll initiative again, I should say.
Shay had a 17.
Okay.
Throm had an 8.
Okay, Scotty, what's Eric's initiative?
We got 11.
And Jane?
19.
Okay. All right. Right. Oh, I didn't. Oh, that's why I didn't. Okay. So the big bad is down here, and he's talking to. You don't know what he's doing, Jane. You know that he's talking. He goes down here. I don't know why I didn't grab all of these.
I mean, does that matter if I'm already connected to?
Well, he was already down there. I just hadn't moved him because I didn't want to move all the gold cords and all that like I just did. Point being that you jump into the stream. The moment that you feel you're in the stream, did you roll? Well, I don't remember if you rolled anything or not. So go ahead and roll me a new perception check with advantage, and then roll me an Arcana check with advantage.
That would be a 25 perception, natural 20 on the die, and a 24 Arcana 19 on the die. Nice.
All right. When you get in the stream this time, it feels different. Do you remember the psychic colors that you and Sarah had? I think Sarah was green and you were like purple or something.
Mine's purple. Yeah, I think hers is green.
So you are in the stream. You can see it feels different than before. It feels much stronger. You also you can feel or sense that if you wanted to move anywhere in the stream, you could. With that perception, being where you're at right now, what you can sense way more than what you can actually take in. You can sense. It feels like you have eyes all over not just the country, but like the world. It's like flashes that are happening too quickly that you don't know how to deal with.
If she notices anything like that, she brushes it off and focuses on him.
Well, I just want you to know what you're feeling and sensing, because you.
I get that. She's shaking her head. She's focusing. As any of that passes through her mind, she's brushing it away and hyper focusing on him.
So you can see through the eyes everywhere that there are zombies that are in front of this like sort of water, right at the feet of the mountain, and you see that there's battles going on there. You can see all like cities everywhere. You can see through the eyes that there are zombies essentially attacking all the fortifications that you know of from the zombies' eyes. You can see when you go back, when you try and shake it off and you just try and refocus it, you still feel this pull in the main huge like knotted rope golden cord going from the master going back up north. And you can see that there's some sort of artifacts. You can't see it because it's glowing. It's like glowing gold. There's something there that is connecting, and you can feel like as if you were touching it, the power, and you can feel something like that. And then when you look around, you can see that there's just a huge zombie horde around this thing. You can see uh, you can see some like ogres, and you can see different types of monsters you've never seen before. It looks pretty nasty. And then you shake it off again. And so this is all happening at the speed of thought. This isn't like taking rounds or anything. This is all happening within the span of a second, right? Um, you can just sense all of these things almost at once. You can feel the master or the big bad. You feel him sort of get small, and then he goes into the stream too. And then you can feel that, I don't know. I mean, yeah, with the rolls that you got, I mean, again, all happening at the speed of thought. You can sense the master. You can sense like sort of his intentions, sort of, but you can also feel a shield from the master that you can see. It's like a two-way mirror. What are you doing? You can like see through a two-way
I'm
mirror.
gonna slow down time so I can put up defenses. Fuck that shit.
What are you talking about?
The master has withdrawn himself into his thought and put up a shield.
No, you have the shield.
I'm so confused.
So you can sense Sarah's protection while you're there. You can sense the master, but
Okay.
Because this is happening psychically, you can.
Gotcha.
There's a lot of this that's intuitive, and because like this is all happening kind of fast, you don't. I mean, this might not even be something that you felt at the time. Maybe something that you realized later on that it must have been Sarah protecting you, because you could feel her around you, her psychic presence around you. So
yeah, that makes sense.
yeah. So you can see where he's going, and then you can see through the eyes of something in the forest. You see.
Well, as soon as I see him, I want to blast him.
Yeah, you're doing like you're forming that thought. You can see through something's eyes in the forest. You can see Throm, Shay, and Eric, and you can see that the master is about to essentially. Because you can teleport in there, and then you feel in your in your heart that he's about to teleport right to them as well. You get the sense that you could, because you are in there, and your actions are happening right before his actions are happening. So in the mechanic sense, you kind of have a surprise round and everything right now. And I'm trying to, because it's happening very quickly, because it's all in the psychic ethereal realm.
Okay.
So you feel that if you wanted to, you could go past him and then reconnect with your friends, and then you might try and do some sort of attack, or you can just try and attack outright. What do you in that moment? Seeing all the attacks and seeing all the action and seeing people die through the eyes.
She's blasting. She's not changing her mind. We've been waiting. A week. 2 weeks. Come on, let's go.
I wanted to give flesh it out a little bit. That Jane sees all of this
I got 2 weeks of gravity. Let's go.
and focuses on this big bad. And
This
you push
impatient
everything.
motherfucker.
You push everything out of your mind, and you focus on this guy as he's leaving the protection of his body and going inside this psychic ethereal plane area. And when you see him from that perspective, you no longer see the same kind of spirit or the same kind of color that you see from everybody else. He looks almost like a swarm of these lights that are encaged in like some sort of like a golden prism. And you look right at the heart.
An amalgamation of souls he's probably captured throughout.
You look at the heart of this thing, and the fireball is that's one of the biggest. Like you just put everything into destroying this pinprick of his essence and energy. Roll. You don't roll for fireball. You just cast it, right?
You cast it. They have to save.
So I want
how you dex save your brain.
What is the save for that?
It's a dex save.
Dex.
If you're doing it on his brain, an intellect save might be more appropriate.
No. Well, I think wisdom, because that's what you guys have been doing this whole time, is wisdom saves. Because that's what you're...
I mean, that could make sense.
But...
Yeah, I mean, we're not dealing with your traditional fireball here.
I would say wisdom is fair because it's in between the two arcane spellcasting modifiers. Wizards do have proficiency, and sorcerers do not. So, depending on how he's built, would depend on where that swings.
All right. And there's still half damage on saves, right?
If you pass.
Right.
Yeah, if you pass.
All right. Go ahead and roll me the fireball's damage twice.
Twice? Okay.
Twice.
And add them together while you're at it.
35 for the first one.
Okay.
And now it is great for the second one. $24 for the second one. 35 and 24. I don't know how all this damage should go down, but
roll me another Arcana check. I want to see
with advantage.
Yeah, always with advantage.
I'm always gonna ask. 24, 19 on the die.
Is that both?
19 on the die, 24 total.
Right, but did you roll with advantage? You didn't get an 20?
No.
That's fine. I don't know. I'm always going to ask.
I roll them both at the same time. I'm not Tank. I don't roll every die individually. $47 D6.
So this
6,
is
5.
All right, this is what's going to happen.
4.
You form the thought, and Sarah, who's essentially using all of her energy to shield you, senses it too, and she also then drops her guard, and then she uses all the energy she has to help propel this like thought firebomb at the big bad. When she does that, you can feel more from him. You guys then become almost psychically linked. You can sense his name. You know where he was born. You can then, his memories are sort of yours now, but they all happen too fast. You remember that when he was born, his name was Calamandicus, and he went by Callie as a kid. He studied sorcery and wizardry. He studied all the different magic and arcane arts, and found that he had an affinity with necromancy. But he was kicked out of the schools he was going to because he was getting too dark, and everyone didn't want to teach him anymore. You feel the rejection and betrayal of people throughout his life. You feel that he's lived generations of men, and he's absorbed the souls of others to the point where he doesn't know which one was the first one anymore. And you know that he now thinks of himself as Kasei. He then senses you, and he is aware of you. But this energy, this raw energy, with like flames licking outside of it, starts to bolt right towards him. And he looks at it, and there's nothing that he can do, and it shatters the golden, like the prism
effigy.
Yeah, it shatters what was holding all of these things together, and then you can see these lights fly out in the blink of an eye. You then see this white energy that sort of comes from him and starts to expand, and it starts coming back at you. And I need you to give me a wisdom save. This isn't with advantage. I need you and Sarah to both give me a wisdom save.
Well, I don't know Sarah's statistics there, bro. So you can figure that out. I got an 11, so I hope it's a low save DC. If not, I fuck.
It was.
And I'm okay with that.
I'm sorry.
Because I felt like it was the right move.
I'm sorry, DC 12.
But yeah, Sarah, you're going to have to figure that shit out.
Sarah got a 13. No, I just went to her sheet. I have a sheet for her.
Cool.
Sarah got a 13, and what'd you get?
11.
You both failed.
I figured.
So,
who would have failed with 17? She put everything in like a 27 DC. You're playing Pathfinder over there.
She can feel. You can feel this energy and this force push you through the cord, sort of behind you. But then the cord blinks out, and then you drop. 17. I mean, it's pretty far. We'll say another half a mile north, and then you just sort of drop down, and you took, what is it? 3, 4, 5, 59 points of damage.
What the fuck? She's
did
dead.
you? What'd she drop from?
She dropped out of the energy into the ground.
Then yeah, she's at 0 hit points. She's gonna die.
She's at 0 hit points.
Yep.
And Sarah also took a lot of psychic damage as well. As you fall to the ground, and
what psychic damage did I take on top of falling damage?
you didn't. You fell out, and the link was
I would say it would have killed me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Well, as you're laying there, and then you look up, you can see, you can feel it more than you can see it, because you can feel the cord that was like this huge psychic rope of all of these things and all of this energy that was coming from somewhere up north breaks. It didn't disappear like it has before with him, but you can feel it breaking. You can feel it coming unwound. And then you can see and feel it until it's like almost half a mile away from you, until it gets too far for you to feel.
So she woke up immediately, or is this
No,
just as she's falling?
as she fell, she hit the ground and
Okay.
looked up, and I mean, yeah, 0 hit points. That means, yeah, you're at 0 and can't do anything. But you're
She's
not like,
unconscious
yeah.
and dying. She rolls death saves every 6 seconds.
And before you pass out, that's what you see, right? And then there's just silence. Throm, Eric, and Shay, you guys don't. You guys don't notice anything. There was you hear something. Well, give me some perception checks.
So his body doesn't lash out, scream, nothing?
You don't know. You got pushed back.
No, I'm saying for what? Oh, they're pretty far away, I guess. Yeah. They're a bit away.
Okay. Got a 19 on mine.
Okay, so at least what's yours? What's yours with the extra stuff, Scotty?
My extra stuff?
Your
your
perception bonus.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a +6.
So
Okay.
23. That's good. Or no, that's not right. 19.
I like the 19.
I don't know what it is. You can just actually open it up. If you plug the
I'm good at
HDMI port into it, it'll auto go to it, and then just use the mouse pad to click what you want. For now, I'm sorry. All right, so Eric and Throm. Hold on a second. Hey, what are you doing? I know where my mouses are. There's nothing over there. They are. I don't have mouses lying around. I'm sorry.
no?
So, Throm and Eric, you guys hear. It doesn't sound like an explosion. It doesn't sound like someone yelling or screaming. It doesn't sound like.
Do we feel a disturbance in the force?
But it's sort of a mix in between all of those things. But it happens so quickly, and that it becomes very, very quiet right after that. That it's kind of the quiet that catches you first, and you're like, you all would like look at each other and be like, did you hear that? What was that? You heard like a psychic explosion, but you guys aren't really psychically attuned. But you guys did definitely feel there was something happening in the forest, right?
Right.
And
did we get a sense of the direction it came from?
Yeah, you would intuitively, with your perception checks, and especially with Eric there, who knows the area, would know that it happened just back where you guys were,
right?
Like where you guys were running from.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Wow.
Now, without knowing, I mean, maybe I should have had you guys take your headphones off, but I don't.
No, it's fine. I can play dumb.
Yeah. So, what would you guys hear something?
Yeah, I think we would definitely do the whole look at each other. Did you hear that? Shay doesn't know what they're talking about because she sucked. He's gonna look at Eric and he like point in that direction and kind of like you hear that face, and then he's gonna say
like yeah.
I've
never heard anything like that out here before.
Yeah, I've never heard anything like that in my life. I think we need to we probably need to move, but I don't think going the way we came, or the way we were, is a good idea. Perhaps you could lead us around. I mean, it's got to be better than going in the direction we know evil is.
Just throwing it out there, Scotty. Eric would know that you know this entire area. This is your backyard right here, and you were pretty close, relatively speaking, to your cabin. You have an idea of where you know the exact spot where you guys were fighting, like down here. You know the exact spot. You know this hill very well. Maybe you even like to camp up here a lot. I don't know. You also know 3 or 4 different ways, just off the top of your head without thinking, how to get back there.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm the last.
Go ahead and roll me that first death save.
This is
10.
bad. 10 passes, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, we got one pass.
You got a 5%. You got 55% chance to pass on death saves.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Pass that first one. All right.
God, I want to fail all 3 of these so bad.
The rolls tell a story, guys.
Why? Because you want to play my bard? Like, what's up?
All right, Adam and Scotty. What are you
Just
doing?
make Austin feel bad.
So, what do you? So, yeah, he's going to suggest.
He would on this one because he didn't think 59 was going to drop me at all.
Oh,
he's like, yeah, 59, you're fine.
He should have known better.
No, I knew.
I was
Well,
at
you
full
rolled
HP, brother. I was
You
at full
rolled it.
HP.
I know, but I also know that you would take the consequences regardless of what was happening.
I don't give a fuck. I ain't going to be mad.
So,
all right, what are you guys doing?
So, Throm suggests skirting this and heading the way the way we were going.
Like, back to the cabin?
Well, we weren't headed for the cabin initially. We were headed.
You guys are just running away.
We were headed. No, well, we were. So we were running north. This was 2 weeks ago. We were running north. We were going to cross a bridge to go to either your cabin or one of the caches you had. Then the conga line of zombies came over the bridge, and we boogied. And so we just kept heading the direction we were going.
You guys headed north.
Right.
And then you hit these guys, and then you went back south to try and find a different way.
We never went back south.
I mean, there are other ways to the cabin other than just that particular one.
We established last week that this was north. Unless you want to retcon that.
North is down, so you guys went up, which is you guys went south.
Right. We were heading north, and then we ran into this fight.
And then you ran south to get away from them.
Correct. Okay, yeah. Sorry.
So you guys
I was misunderstanding you.
Yeah, so you guys are, let's call it 200 meters south of the area that you guys fought these characters.
So Throm's going to suggest we just take the long way around and then try and get back on course. Because, I mean, we don't even know where we don't know where she was from the time she left.
Well, you guys actually don't, you have no idea.
Yeah, we don't know she's north.
Yeah, you guys have
That's just our best guess, plus the sound came from the north. So, yeah, that's his suggestion. We skirt this, we follow your lead around, and we try and get back on the path we were on.
Does that sound good, Scotty?
That sounds fine with me, yeah.
All right, would you...
Because he definitely wants to get to a resting place, but he's not going to stop resting until he finds Jane, alive or dead.
Obviously, just throwing this out there because your characters would probably remember. You knew you threw down some lightning Throm.
Yeah, that's gone.
Right, but you knew you threw down to try and tell her, you know?
Right.
Do you guys want to try and skirt this particular area entirely? Or do you want to try and do some recon there? Or do you guys not even want to get fucked with that?
Well, I would think we would know, and Scott, you give me your input because I'm curious about it. I would think we know we didn't kill all those things. And we know we're a man down. And we know that some of those things we can't outrun. So, Or no, those two died, but we're not sure about the other ones. So, yeah, he's gonna suggest we skirt this, like, maybe go a few hundred meters east or west of this area, and then come back that much and go north again.
We don't want to get anything to catch their notice or whatever to get them.
So you guys,
we want to try and start them out of here.
And then you start to hoof it north, let's say northwest, and then start to curve around a little bit. Good, John, go ahead and roll me that the next death save.
Come on, Johnny.
18. That's 2.
Attaboy.
Oh, we're in the clear. She's just gonna be laying there with like all of her ribs shattered and a broken spine.
You at least have 3 more rolls to make, at the most, I should say.
At the most.
At the most.
All right, you guys.
Well, at the most is 4.
So you guys get to where this road right here.
Yeah, you're right.
This road goes off to the west, right? You guys are 250 meters to the west of where that road runs parallel. That's where you guys are right now, right? So then I would imagine, Scotty, your plan is to continue to take them around. Now you're probably heading northeast to go up north again, or do you want to go north straight up? Because here, let me show you on the map. I'm not telling you where James.
Yeah,
no. I mean that was.
James got to take care of her fucking self.
Yeah.
So all this shit.
Okay.
Are you guys seeing this on here?
Yep, I got it.
So you guys are here. All this rivers and shit, and you saw the tiny little corner. That's where you were. You were kind of in between them. But now you guys are over here, and Jane is not where.
Right. We don't know where she is.
Right.
You do.
So you guys, I mean, from here, it is sort of a straight. I mean, it's actually not that straight a shot. If you guys are trying to go up north, because
yeah, I would say we either go like this, or just go straight.
All right.
I mean, well, because I don't even know, he's like flying on a wish and a prayer here, hoping that we're gonna stumble into her. Because I don't even know of a roll I could make to possibly even find her.
Don't you guys have like a psychic way to talk?
Nope.
She does.
She does, but she's unconscious.
If she can see them.
And I think you have to be less than a mile away, right?
Yeah, she has to be within 30 feet and have sight to establish the link, and it'll last like 10 minutes up to a mile away.
Right.
Cool.
So, yeah, that's fucked.
All of this is going through your mind. Which way are you going?
Wait, what do you think about this, kind of post route here?
Yeah, kind of go up and cut over. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. We could maybe go, these grids are throwing me off. We could go, hug this river. Well, that's a square.
I mean, Scotty, you do know that this river that you guys are about to cross does take you a straight shot to the castle at Mount Hotnu.
Okay.
Something to consider, maybe.
I don't even. I'm actually being a little bit meta with this. He doesn't know where she is. That's just all he's got. Right.
She just disappeared.
She knows where we were headed, though, and he's hoping she'll find her way back there. Because there's not really anything we can roll here, right, Austin?
If you're heading up that river, you're not heading where we were heading.
No,
so you're not heading where she would be heading.
What I want to do, that's the wrong fucking thing. I want to go like this. Follow, or depending on how deep this riverbed is, just go straight through it. But we want to get back on that line because we had mapped this line out on our map, right? So we're trying to keep on this, like as best as possible.
I mean, that makes sense for what you would do anyway.
I mean, yeah. The only thing I was trying to rack my brain for some sort of role to try and find her, but I don't even think that there's anything we can do. Yeah. I mean, she's not going to leave any.
Your best bet is to run north, and the ranger would make a tracking check to see if he could find any sign of disturbance.
Which is what John would say if his character wasn't lying.
But here's the thing.
I'm saying completely out of character. This is what.
Yeah.
But not even it doesn't
This is what a player.
It doesn't matter though because you're not leaving tracks. You're just falling out of thin air.
Yeah.
No. But as a survivalist, especially someone who's a ranger of these forests, he could see anything that's a disturbance or difference, like the branches of the trees that I most likely broke to fall to the forest floor.
Yeah.
So
we'll see when we get there.
That's all fine. And as a ranger, you would definitely be on that's like a sixth sense almost. What kind of check would that be, John?
Survival.
I mean, survival is your tracking check.
Go ahead. Go ahead and give me a survival check for Eric.
Let's see.
Let's just.
That's gonna be your best bet as far as.
Let's just do that and then see what he sees.
A chance, now, and you could decide as a DM. Yeah, there's you don't find nothing
21
with the 20.
With the 21,
it's a good roll.
You sense a quietness in the woods that you've never sensed or felt before.
Like even the animals are quiet.
Everything's quiet. Everything the winds. Everything feels very, very, very quiet, and there's like an ozone energy that you can feel or smell. Something's weird is going on, but that's all you get.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys are definitely going to keep going north, one way or the other. Whether or not you guys start curbing or not, let's say you get to right here, and then Jane, go ahead and give me that third roll real quick.
That's an 18. She stabilizes. Is not dying, but she's not moving.
You're at 0 hit points, right?
Yep. Unconscious.
So as you were dying and laying there and not breathing, John, there's no good sense for why when you wake back up, you realize that you're awake. You knew what you hit that dude with. You could feel it bouncing back, and this something you don't know what happened.
Austin. She stabilizes. She wouldn't wake up yet.
Right. Unless this is some kind of dream state kind of wake up.
If it's something that you've got going on, then she's up. But by rules as written, she would not wake up until someone can get to her and get medical care or get some sort of magic healing.
So as all of these things are going through your head, you sort of mentally reach into your that sort of mental corner that Sarah had always been in.
Yeah.
And then you realize it's empty now. And because that's one of the first things that you do or after everything, and you feel that there's nothing there now, and then you pass back out.
All right.
And
I feel like, and tell me if you'll allow this or not. But I feel like as of right now, I feel like she was so scared in that moment, the pain and the shock that went through her body and everything. Like she feels like she's dying. And yeah, feels stable in this moment. She feels like she's going to die. I feel like her consciousness kind of recedes into that open space in her head where Sarah and where Callie once possessed her. And I feel like she's just kind of in there worried, scared, terrified, just kind of receding into that space of her consciousness while this is all kind of going on.
Yeah. Oh, hey, can I pop in here? I was reading up on death saves. A stable creature that isn't healed regains 1 hit point after 1d4 hours. So, if you would like to, that's in the book. If you want to impart that, do with that what you will, Austin. I did not know that until just now.
Did not know that either. I knew there was some sort of time period that it would come back.
It makes sense because it would be like a short rest, but...
Yeah. All right. But then you pass back out. And that all happened again in just like a few moments of breath. You wake up, you realize, how am I awake? Where's Sarah? Oh my god, I'm going to die. And then go back and then you kind of just fall back unconscious. All right. Now, which way you guys going? Just want to make a beeline right for back to where the trail would be, or do you want to try and go north?
I would say that's probably a good idea to go right back to it. But the whole while, I assume he would be, but the whole while, Throm's got him on alert, looking for anything that would indicate her location.
So you guys get back to the line, and what do you guys do? You're back now. You're on the. They're not on the trail. The trail diverged a little bit,
right?
And so now you're off the trail a little bit, but you, as your best guess, back on the line of where you thought you were going.
Did that silence you spoke of? Did it seem to have any direction, or was it just kind of surrounding us?
It was ever present and evading your entire zone.
Okay, so I don't know. I don't know. What do you think, Scott?
I mean, I just moving forward and seeing what we can come across would be the best option. I don't know where else to go.
Yeah,
really.
We got two options really. We could keep going, or we could double back along the line. But I mean, you're basically flipping a coin at that point to whether or not we're even going to stumble across her, if she's even on the line.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in such a crapshoot that. Hang on.
She could be anywhere.
Right. I had a thing. And I don't think this is gonna give us anything because we don't really have this. But Austin, I was reading up on wisdom checks, just straight wisdom checks. The DM might call for a wisdom check when you try to accomplish tasks like the following: get a gut feeling about what course of action to follow.
I like that. Almost like an intuition check kind of thing, which is
insight. Yeah.
I mean, I feel super non-creative right now, but
so I kind of feel
because sometimes you're just in a corner, man.
Right.
Scotty, I don't think your character would have a connection yet.
Hang on.
To have that sort of thing. Your wisdom check is more for the forest. So
wait. Hang on.
I like that one though.
No. That's cool. We can still do that. But Throm's gonna and don't get me wrong, I cheated a little bit by looking at Eric's sheet. I'm gonna say, hey, um, do you have the ability to use the animals in the area to maybe scout for us?
Are you Dr. Doolittle by chance?
Oh, you know what? Hold on here.
You do.
I see a primeval awareness.
Since I told you guys I cheated, you have the spell Speak with Animals.
You are Dr. Doolittle.
You are Dr. Doolittle. So like maybe there's like a bird or something that we could like send out. I don't know.
I mean, that's not entire. I mean, even in the world of this world that we're in, not even like fantastical magic. Like there could be crows and other types of parrots and other types of animals that understand basic English and can be taught and trained different things. So there's whatever rules is written or whatever it's written as is a hunt that's like obviously that will go by that. But also just in the fiction, I like the idea that you might just have like there might be some crows or some birds in the area that you might be able to like kind of speak to or whatever.
I mean, I think that's better than anything we've got.
Yeah, go ahead and
Yeah,
let's.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
he could
that
speak
worked.
with animals and speak with
All right,
rats,
so
birds,
we're
anything.
gonna resolve all this in this order. Scotty, give me a wisdom Give me a wisdom, just a straight wisdom check first.
Okay.
Wisdom roll.
Ooh.
All right. Oh, no, what and
That's
what's
no
the
good.
plus? What's the plus on there?
For my wisdom at +3. Oh, that's my
No.
wisdom. Yeah, +3.
So that's fine. So when you try and like get that gut check and try and like feel the forest is almost mute. Which is why you got such a bad roll in fiction, because nothing is there. So let's say that you just sort of what's that spell? Can you read me that spell, Scotty?
What's the spell here?
Speak with animals.
Speak with animals.
Beat
Uh,
animals.
you gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration, which is 10 minutes. The knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but at minimum, they can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, including whatever they can perceive within the past day.
Within the last day, yep.
So, like,
That's a really good spell.
So that's how we're going to resolve that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Adam, you go ahead and give me your wisdom check. Just a straight wisdom.
Okay. 13 and an 18 for Shay.
All right. For both of those, well, no, Throm doesn't feel anything. Shay definitely feels a sense of foreboding. Something she gets like that worried feeling in her gut. That woman's intuition starts to kick in, and she knows that Jane's in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you'll get.
Okay.
When you guys do those, Scotty, Eric has that sense of something funny is going on and something doesn't feel right. Give me some role playing of Eric telling Rom and Shay that, and then him casting the speak with animals, and then I'll tell you what happens and how.
Like, talk to him that I'm gonna try to
Yeah,
see
just
if I
like
can get an animal to see what's going on.
Yeah, just talk to him about how you feel about the forest being this mute and it being unlike anything you've ever known, and and then Adam, you role play some of what you feel too.
I got it.
Yeah.
Set the scene up for me.
I'd say, well, things being as quiet as they are, the only thing that can give us some information is any kind of creatures in this forest around us. They are all the eyes that we don't have. So
Yes.
if I can call a bird or a crow to go out and maybe communicate with me if they've seen anything, or maybe the animals are all hiding somewhere because there's something that's spooking them. I mean, this is going to be a shot we have to gain a better perspective.
Yes. Anything. That sounds like a better option than anything we have. Please do it. Do it as quickly as you can. You could. He's got like some desperation. Like he knows that she's powerful but squishy, and he's just worried about a lack of protection for her because she does good if there's stuff in the way, right?
What about
Like any
Shay?
caster.
How's Shay feeling? What's Shay doing?
Shay, she's I think she's so like this is another thing I like to do. She's like so low on spells that I always see that as kind of just an exhaustion. She's like, yeah, I got nothing here, boys. Just I don't see a better option than that. If you got like little buddies that can point the way, I mean, we're gonna need her back if we're gonna have any chance. So yeah, let's hippity hop to the barber shop, as they say. And then she just kind of takes a knee.
All right.
Yeah.
So, I rolled a 1d6, and I got a 1. So one of the crows answered your call.
Okay.
And do you want to roleplay the bird, or do you want me to roleplay the bird?
I don't know if I could roll
would.
the bird.
Yeah,
It'd be
you
much
should
meta.
do it. You want him to talk to himself.
I
That's
just wanted to. Well, because when you have like a familiar, but I guess this isn't a familiar. This is just.
This is more just a conversation with an animal.
You do a whistle or something, and one of the crows flies to a branch in front of you and says, "Rah!" And he's looking at you. What are you telling him?
Hey, listen. Me and my friend, we need a lot of help right now. And I tell them what's going on, and have you seen anything lately? Where are the animals? Or have you seen anything strange?
Well, I guess it's a spell, right? I mean, it's a spell.
There's no save. Like, he just can talk to animals and understand them.
Yeah.
It's like the light cantrip. It just happens.
In the area, you could talk to all 30 rats right now.
Are you shitting? What's going on?
No, he's getting high. It sounds like.
Yeah, I was holding in a fucking hit.
So the bird tells you. "Ah!"
You can go shit
The
if you want me to.
the forest was normal. The crawlers were coming from the north. Rah!
I'm gonna guess that Throm sees him communicating in bird, or hears him speaking bird, and he's like, describe Jane. See if he's seen her or anything.
Many groups of crawlers everywhere, but for some they're all sleeping or fallen now. No more moving. Nothing in the forest is moving. We feel the energy. I will go and search for your friend. Are you going to stay here, or are you going to move until I find you?
What do you think? Should we
you can, if you're role playing, you can ask me whatever.
Yeah. Are you asking me what I think?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we stay put. It'll keep it easy. I mean, because what if she's behind us? Like, I don't think moving is a good idea. I think that's one of the things they teach you when somebody's missing. Like, keep somebody at the house.
So it is getting the sun is starting to set now.
Okay.
You guys left and covered a lot of ground today,
Mm-hmm.
including the fighting and everything else, and it is starting to get dark. But the crow it's gonna go all night if it has to.
Yeah. Tell him. Tell him
So
to. Tell him to recruit friends to help.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll stay here. But if you see anything or find other crows or another animal to talk to help, it would be greatly appreciated.
thank you for all your help, and then it flap 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 flies off. Um,
Yeah. So
so
I say we make camp then.
so you guys start making camp and light the fire.
No fire. Well, the bird told us that nothing was moving now, right?
It said that all the crawlers had fallen down or are sleeping.
Well, that's good. So Thrum says so. The bird told you that all the zombies had fallen down or fallen asleep or something. That bodes well for Jane. Perhaps nothing will stumble onto her and attack her. Outside of perhaps a wild beast, but perhaps maybe a fire will be good then.
All right, so you guys are making camp. Jane, you are now conscious. It's been at least an hour. It's been an hour now since you came out the psychic pool or whatever, and you wake up and you feel like shit, and you feel raw and exposed, and
And you got one hit point.
your ribs are broken. You got some broken
Yeah.
ribs.
She opens her eyes and she feels this shock of pain around her, and she immediately recedes back into that hole in her head.
Right.
And goes back to sleep unconscious. Like she would have a hit point and be like, but she's scared.
Yeah, for sure.
And alone. And doesn't know what to do.
No, I like that. I can work with that. Oh, it's 9 o'clock. We're doing great.
I saw your eyes cross. That was fun. The fuck?
He came. That's his O face.
Yeah,
all right.
a little bit.
Cool.
You're not wrong there.
So the night goes
One
on.
hit point.
You feel as you guys are starting to head north, you can feel it starting to get colder. This is as far north as you guys have been for a while, and it is getting later in the year, and it is starting to get cold.
Sure.
We'll say that hold on a second. Yeah, and we start to get a light snow that night, but you guys feel fine in your next to your fire and with your clothes on, and got your furs and whatnot. And a few hours later, the 3 crows come back.
No.
Nice.
Well, you guys told them to get friends.
Hell
and you
yeah.
did. And 3 crows come back to you, Eric, and say that nothing on the forest floor is moving. They haven't been able to see anybody. Many creatures are lying down, some in groups, some individually. All the animals are still somewhat quiet, but you can get a sense that, I mean, as weirded out as a bird can be, the bird also seems weirded out about everything. And with your connection, what do you want to tell it to do? I mean, it's been more than 10 minutes since you talked to it last, Is this a cantrip or what is this? What kind of spell is it?
It's first level.
All right, so then,
Yeah.
then I'm not. Yeah, you and it's been a while. Even if it was a spell, you'd been able to like rest and get it back.
Recast it when the bird
Right,
comes
so
back. So
you talk to it again, and what are you telling?
I guess I would say maybe. I'm trying to figure out what I would say to these birds. 'Cause if they're saying all these animals are laying down and groups or individuals, like they're not doing anything, like if they could talk to some of them, maybe see what they're going through, what they're dealing with. Like if it's they just all of a sudden like feel that they need to lay down, or or they're not moving because there's something causing them to do that.
Sure. So you kind of give the bird some direction. Go poke some of the deer. Go poke some of the animals around here, and see why they're not moving, and keep an eye out for my friend. Essentially, right? Anything you want to add?
No, just thank you for their help, and if you can spread the word, please do.
So they, they flap their wings and fly off and stuff. Do you guys want to set a watch? Are you guys going to go to sleep? Or are you guys both just going to stay up? You guys are both pretty well empty right now, right? Well, I know Shay is.
yeah, Shay's empty. I would say we would probably just because Eric's got that weapon.
Yeah.
Well, let's just sleep the 6 hours we need to sleep and then fucking get out, get going. Because maybe once daylight comes, like the animals could be more helpful. Because it's probably tough to see in the dark.
Sure.
And,
so
yeah.
All right. We'll say about 3 hours go past where you guys actually get some real rest, and then the dagger starts to give you some heebie-jeebies. You start to hear those crinkle tinkles, and you wake up and you realize there's a crow like right here. It's trying not to tap you, but it's just right there on you. And then you wake up and then you see that there are 10 crows now.
Going down.
Well, you get more friends and wake them up, and the crow says, it starts crawling at you, and then you kind of tap into that in your back of your head, and you can hear it. Animals were scared. We poked them, and the deer started to run, and they seem okay now. Animals we saw, we poked, and found more friends. Were also scared. No sign of your friend. No sign of anything. A few crawlers have gotten up and started to move, but not well.
How far away were they?
Far.
Okay.
Deep of forest. Some near the mountain. Some outside of the woods. So there's movement, but they said not well. Jane, you wake back up again. And you can feel,
because I have an idea.
You feel that it's very, very, very cold. You're starting to get a little layer of snow, and you are out in the exposed air with getting a light cover of snow on you. What are you gonna do?
So she's very scared at this point, and she is going to cast the spell. She's not like getting up or moving; she's still laying there. But she's going to cast the spell Sending to Throm, and
Do you have
is a
to?
3rd level spell.
Do you have to be able to see me or anything? That just works.
No.
That's
I can
awesome.
cast that through planes of existence.
Oh, that's real nice.
Yes. I can send a 25-word message.
Okay.
And you are to a creature which you are familiar.
Yeah.
Grom, she's very familiar. The creature hears the message in its mind, recognizes you as the sender, if it knows you, and can answer in a like manner immediately. The spell enables creatures with intelligence scores of at least 1 to understand the meaning of your message.
Okay.
And she's gonna say, Throm, I need your help. I'm real cold. Real cold. I'm north of where he was. He hurt me bad. I fell.
Okay.
And then it cuts off.
And then I can respond.
Yes, you can respond immediately.
Okay.
In a like manner, you have up to 25 words.
He's gonna say, we'll head north.
It might not be north of where you are. It might be
Okay.
south. I'm
Well,
just saying that
yeah.
out so you know.
Okay, scratch that. That's a good point. He's gonna say, look for the crows, or he's gonna say, we have crows looking for you. Get their attention. That's 10. Signal us in any way you can.
Okay.
So, like,
I'm assuming she got a long rest at this point, Austin. Like,
No.
she's still possibly very injured, or no? Okay.
No. She's maybe had 4 hours of rest.
Okay.
And by rest, it's kind of like the in and out coma.
Yeah.
So certain things that would happen when you sleep, for sure, but you haven't like rested and regained hit points.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially-
That's her last 3rd level spell slot.
right.
So
I
she
mean,
cannot
okay.
send that back.
Yeah.
Is what I was saying. I was gonna try to talk for a minute, but
Well, no, that's fine. I mean, I think we did something good there, because, like,
All right.
yeah, no, I think we did.
I'm not gonna say
So-
anything else, but you'll figure it out.
Is Jane going back into that mental safe space?
No, I think with that, she's gonna muster a little gumption and reach to her, start looking around her stuff, like patting around herself. And I want to see, does she have a healing potion? I'm checking. See,
I think
she's
she
got.
would.
Yep, she's got 2.
Fucking
So
A,
she's
chug
going
them back.
to chug
Well,
2
Hold on a second.
healing
see.
potion.
Let's see. Oh, you can't roll a 0. Because I want to see if they got broken when you fell. Because you did fall out and you fell about 10 feet from the ground.
Have me roll a d20 of 5 or lower, so like 25% chance they're broken.
Yeah, you got it too. Sure.
I got 2 of them? Okay. Then she's going to drink 2 and regain 20 hit points.
That's
All right.
huge. That's real
You know-
huge.
So
Yep.
when you finally
And
kind of regain,
when she does that, she's going to kind of clear a camp area and try to start a fire. But she's
when-
not trying to go anywhere.
no, that's cool. All right, this is okay. We'll do. Okay, you wake up, you feel around like before. This is the first time you've woken up and you're in
And
the same
the
spot.
fires,
right?
I have magic for that.
So, well, I'm sure she was trained to be a ranger. She knows. I mean, that's just survival 101. I feel like that she would know how to do that. She probably tried to teach like a class of her friends and stuff. Like, hey, let me show you how to do this.
What? Okay.
Oh yeah. As for being a captain, yeah.
Okay.
You
Oh, gotcha.
you take your potion, you make your fire, you make the standard survival lean-to with the fire with a nice shield like a wind wall to reflect the heat into your shelter. and you make like a Dakota fire hole. So you dig in, and it's got the the fire is actually below ground, so nothing can see it. So you're like kind of on
No,
like
she wants a fire that can be seen because they said to signal the crows.
she makes the standard survival bonfire for signaling, um, and when you start to sit down and you start to the fire seems to shimmer a little bit to you. Um, it's different than what you've seen before, but you don't know why. But it's shimmering a little bit, and then when you
She's
look,
she's just gonna kind of focus on it and lay down next to the fire and just continue to focus on it.
so when you focus on the shimmering, um, what do we want to do? How do no,
Oh,
you just see it. No, you don't. There's no roll or there's nothing like that. When you look around, you can see in the dark unusually well than
okay.
what you're used to. Um, it's sort of it seems like what it was when you were looking into the ethereal realm
Yeah.
when you were looking through Sarah, but now you can sort of see a shadow of it everywhere you look. Like you can always get a. You're trained in the psych. Well,
Oh,
maybe learn more. Some of this might be.
yeah. She's not trained. Like a lot of this came naturally, just out
Yeah,
of this possession from
from Sarah.
Callie, and she's so as this is all kind of happening to her, she's gonna just kind of she's laying there trying to get some rest, and she wants to see if she can focus, just using a little bit of concentration, see if she can focus more on the ethereal, see if she can control it, make it stronger, and make it go away.
Yes.
So she's able to do that.
You try and like tune it out a little bit, like kind of like defocusing your eyes, and it then goes away.
Is she starting to see any other animals in the area?
Yes, she can
Okay.
see. Yeah,
She's gonna kind of draw on this ethereal power because she knows that Sarah was once able to frighten things. She's gonna see if she can't like put out like focus on this ethereal energy and put it out to be like a frightful deflector.
Give me
Like if she somehow absorbs Sarah's power, but if not, if she's just trying to see if this is what's happened to her.
So you defocused your ethereal sight. Are you refocusing it now, or is it off?
She's trying to focus that energy on scaring this wildlife away.
Yeah, you are able to. You see a squirrel sort of chittering down a tree and starts like coming towards the fire a little bit.
Yeah.
And you kind of focus on it, and like it starts to back away, and it runs back up the tree.
Okay.
Give me
She's very intrigued by this.
Give me a perception.
Perception. Regular.
Yes.
Straight up.
Straight up.
Natural 20. That's a 25 total. That's always
when you do the thing and it works, and then you kind of relax into it, and you're like, this is interesting, and then you see 20 meters off a zombie, and the zombie has like a like an unlight reflection. Like it's not a light that casts a light or a shadow, but it's kind of like a deathly light. It's kind of emanating off of it, and then sort of falls down. Very, very weak, but you can definitely see like the outline of it much better than you can see it, and it is walking towards you. What do you do? You see a zombie walking towards you.
She like gets on guard. She's like, what the hell? Um, she doesn't see any threads coming off of them.
Nope,
She
no
would
threats.
focus on whatever power she would need for that.
Yeah,
No threads.
you see nothing.
She's gonna reach out psychically and see if she can't say stop and see if it'll listen to her command. Just with her psychic link. If that does not work, she's Tasha's mind whipping this thing.
So this thing, it's just sort of walking, and it doesn't even seem to. It doesn't respond to anything that you do, and you notice it's actually not even walking towards you. It's just sort of walking past you a little bit, and you know zombies pretty well by now. This thing's walking closer to you.
I mean, she's got 90-foot range. When it's 90 foot of her, she's hitting it with a
Oh no,
whip.
it's already within 90 feet, but it was 20
she's
meters
smacking
earlier.
the shit out of it. She's not letting it get that close to her. I don't know if you got shit on the map. I'm not looking at that.
No, we're still on the big map.
There's nothing on the map. Is there
Okay.
Is there anything to save, or is there anything you have to roll for Tasha's mind whip?
Tasha's mind whip is an intel save.
All right, it fails.
And that's going to be 3d6. And that's 12 points of damage.
It falls down and stops moving.
And she sits back down at her fire. She looks in the area, checks the area. If she doesn't see any zombies coming, she's staying put for them to find her.
You see another zombie. As you then look around, you then see another zombie about 10 meters away from you. This one is walking parallel to you. This one, you see it. It's walking. And now it's starting to walk like not away from you. It's just walking parallel to you. What do you do?
Does she see, like, she's going to do a quick scan of the area. Are there a fucking shit ton of zombies around me? Or is it just this, like, other one? Mind whip.
All right, you mind whip it, and it falls to the ground.
Okay. I'm out of those. She's running low on spell slots. How am I on sorcery point? Got lots of resources.
Yep.
You guys, by the way, Adam and Scott, you guys are sleeping.
Yeah,
I'm going to use a bonus action. And
let us know when we can qualify our long rest.
Yep.
I'm not going to click it until then.
Okay, where's sorcerer?
Were you trying to convert some spell slots?
Yeah, I'm looking for that table real quick. Got it. Set. Yep, I can get a second level spell slot back, so I'm converting all my remaining sorcery points. So I'm out of sorcery for first level and 1 second level left. Oh, but I still have a hex and a misty step I can cast. So
all right.
I haven't used those yet. Yeah, I mean, I'm ready for whatever happens next. Awesome.
You're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
I'm just cooking stuff around.
You got your fire going. You got 2 zombies laying on the ground. Do you go and check on them at all, or do you just, if they're down, you don't care?
Nope. She is sticking here waiting for her guys. She's a little still in shock
All right. So you're just sitting there.
from it because she doesn't know what exactly's happened. I feel like she feels better, but she's still very injured. Like I don't feel like it just cured her.
No.
You know what I mean?
You're probably more battered mentally than anything.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing she is battling right now is that mental.
I get
just
you.
Freaking, what the fuck is going on here type thing. And
do you try and sleep at all, or do you just try and stay awake?
She's trying to sleep. Yeah, she's resting. She's just trying to get some rest.
So, I don't know. Just for some fun flavor, let's say that according to the manual, or you have your bonfire, and then you're 10 meters due south of it.
Oh, she can give a fuck about the manual right now. Like, you've successfully broken my third strike character. Thank you, Austin. This one you broke her back, and that broke her brain. But I mean, it's been relatively different every time. A lot of layers of mental butt fuckery, but I'm proud of you.
Shit, you caught mine. Anyways,
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably a two-way street with all the weird shit you've been doing with these mental links.
Right. Well, that's part of it. That's why I love this game. So.
Oh yeah, we both lean into the skid at the same time.
You fall asleep.
Fuck it.
And you start getting some rest. You guys, Adam and Scotty, you guys wake up with the dawn. Well, I don't know. I imagine Scotty would wake up like in the gray of the sunrise.
Early morning, yeah.
And then the other two, I don't know. Yeah, they might. Do you think he'd wake up with the sun, Adam?
Throm would, and Shay would probably. She's just gonna sleep until somebody wakes her up. But Throm would probably like wait till they like tore down camp and whatever, so she could, just sleep as much as she could.
All right, so we'll say that Eric gets up first. Eric, when you wake up, you see that there's some crows around you. You see the other two asleep, and then you see a zombie 10 meters south of you, stuck in a tree, and it's trying to go south. It's trying to go away from you guys, and it's just stuck in a tree. But it doesn't look like it's actually stuck. Like you've seen zombies get out of like worse.
Just walking into it and not
yeah,
around
it just sort of walked into it, and you can't. It's stuck.
This area of the map is not unlocked yet.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's you hit the edge of the world in the video game.
Right.
Yeah.
What do? Do you call alarm? Do you go over to it? What do you do?
Well, are the crows still kind of around me right now?
Yeah.
Oh. I'd say, well, good morning. Is there anything new this morning?
We found a fire. About
a fire?
It doesn't know meters. We found a fire. Close but not close to you. Girl, like you mentioned, sleeping.
Okay. Oh, that's awesome.
Many crawlers were up and walking. No groups.
No groups. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. You guys have been a huge help for this.
Throm's gonna say, what did they say? Because he doesn't speak to animals.
They say, they said they saw a fire. In a girl, not right where the fire is.
Ask them if they can take us, if we can follow them, take us back there.
Do you think you could lead us there?
Now? And it starts flapping its feathers.
Yes, if you're able.
All right. Does Throm
He
react in any way when he sees the zombie, like just right there, kind of
the
walking into the brush, not doing anything?
he's keeping an eye on it, but once he heard news that they found a girl by herself, he's redirected his attention, but he's like he'll keep an eye on it, and in this time he's gonna like get Shay awake.
All right.
He-
So you guys get your shit together and get moving quickly, and ask the
this-
bird to show you.
if the zombie wasn't paying us any attention, he's not gonna start an unnecessary fight.
So
Yeah.
as you guys get yourself together, the bird takes off and kind of flies in slow circles. And I like to think that Jane, even though you might have been waking up, you because of the night you had, you're fast asleep, like getting some of that good beauty rest that you really need.
Yeah,
Right.
she emptied the gas
John?
tank. It sounds like I don't know where John is.
He's right there.
Right here. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were talking to me.
How is Jane? I would imagine Jane would be like passed out, or like she had a full rest. Everyone's had a full rest, but I'd imagine she'd still be passed out.
Yeah, I feel like she's passed out, but she keeps waking up in fits of hunger and then passing back out. Like you wake up and you're just starving, and then you just go back to sleep. Like
Cool.
every hour.
Sleep is a great dinner.
Like I just don't feel like. Yeah, no, I'm going back
Yeah,
to sleep.
the potions like did their stuff physically, but mentally, I got you. So
Yeah.
you guys come up on Jane. You can see that she's sleeping under some whatever. Her clothes look pretty torn up. Like you can see where some wounds might have been, but the skin underneath is healed. Her hair's all fucked up. She's got twigs and stuff, and she's been sleeping in the forest.
But we see her.
Yeah, you guys see her.
Throm beelines it for her, and wakes her up. He like shakes her awake, not like violently, but fairly aggressively. Jane,
Throm,
get up.
Throm, oh my God, I'm so happy to see you. And she reaches out and hugs you.
You don't feel him hug you back. He then like grabs you by the shoulders, and it's probably a little tighter than you're comfortable with, but it's not painful. And he like backs you up, and he's like, "Don't ever leave us again." He's like, what's he gonna say? God, I had all this prepared and then I forgot it. You can hear some aggression in his voice. He's like, "You're vital to this mission, to stopping this evil." And then he like kind of composes himself, like he realizes I shouldn't be like fucking mean to her. And then he's like, he kind of clears his throat and he's like, "I'm sorry about that outburst. I'm glad you're safe." And you see him kind of walk away, kind of probably like ashamed of himself, and you see him like holding the area on his arm where that scratch is. Which, by the way, how does that look? Austin, how's that scratch looking today?
Scratch is gone.
It's gone?
It's gone. You can see like there's like a white thread.
So she goes
It's gone.
to reach out for him, and she grabs him right where the scratch would have been, not thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm guessing he recoils.
Yeah, that sounds good. I like that.
And
yeah, he pulls it away.
Throm, look,
It's a Christmas miracle.
it's healed.
He doesn't know what to make of that. He looks at it. He does all his field medicine analyzing he can do, and He's like, well, this seems to be good news for the time being, but we're gonna continue to monitor this situation. He
We'll say it's itchy. It's a little itchy.
gotcha. He
Did,
he kind of like bends over a little bit because I feel like he's probably a little bit taller than her. He kind of gets
Yeah.
at eye level and he's like, that outburst was unnecessary. It came mostly from a place of concern about your well-being, but probably a bit of selfishness too. But it
I
seems
mean,
that may have been unwarranted at this point.
Tom, with all due respect, you are my superior, so you're allowed to lash at me. I've been through a lot in the past, well, since I met you, and a little before that, and particularly over the last 24 hours. And I just need to know, did I get him?
We don't know.
Well, you wouldn't know what she's talking about.
Yeah, that's a good point. He'll ask what she means. Good point. Thank you.
And she's going to describe the scene of what happened. And that she was teleported, and the journey back, and what she came upon, and the thread she saw, and the opportunity she saw, and the chance she took.
Right.
And Thrum's probably going through anger and pride and all these things.
You got a bit of his jaw starts to, like, his mouth just starts to slowly hang open farther and farther.
And then he tells about the link to the big thread and the I don't think it's exactly like a fight. It was like a channeling of all her psychic energy into a giant ball of psychic power.
A big damagey thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Into this dude's fucking brain.
His mind, not even his brain, like the center of his
She
soul.
describes that effigy getting destroyed. And the power that pushed her out, and she teleported again, and she fell. She describes lying there in the snow, cold, feeling her broken bones around her, not knowing if she's even going to be able to make it to her belt to get to the potion. She's knows right there. She doesn't feel like she's got the strength to move her hand at that point. She thinks her back's broken.
It was a rough night.
A
rough day. Yeah.
really rough day. She also describes the item. That's one of the key things that I remember. Is there was an item that she saw that the threads were leading to that she thinks because she spent a lot of time in her head, so she thinks that item is possibly linked to the control of the zombies. And then on top of it, she thinks she may have broken that because she saw the link destroyed. She sees no evidence, and zombies seem to be acting weird or back to normal, depending on who you ask.
He's gonna say, I don't know how normal they are, and he describes the one that was... Alright, come on, Doc, get out. He describes the one that was just walking into the tree.
That was more of a meta conversation.
Yeah,
a meta comment.
No, I mean, but it's things you've experienced, right? Like, you saw that zombie that was just, like, walking past you. Like, it didn't come for you.
Yeah, that's true.
And he's
compared to ones that were beelining tactically.
We've had similar
swerving
experiences.
The tree and then clotheslining.
So, like, his first question. First of all, he's gonna say, "Well, that sounds 8 shades of awful. I'm glad you made it, but seems like a pretty desperate act there. I mean, I understand capitalizing on an opportunity, but seems a bit risky. Do you...
After what he'd done to Gek, I couldn't miss the shot I had. I could not take the shot. That's what Gek would have done. That's what Gek tried to do. I had the chance that no one else had. He didn't even know I was there.
It's like that's a valid point. This artifact.
When else were we gonna get the jump on it?
Well, we certainly didn't. The three of us. That was quite the adventure, but it doesn't sound like anything you went through.
And
this.
What's worse, I go down and he goes down. I think that's better for everybody in the world, ain't it, Thrawn?
Yes and no, and he's gonna leave it at that. Like that guy, you'd get the point. Like he'd miss her. Like he doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't want any more fucking casualties. He's had enough.
Yeah. I feel like she's going through this like stacked trauma over the past couple weeks, and she's just starting. I feel like she's gonna start hardening more towards it.
I was gonna say she's tight walking,
leaning towards a death witch.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. She's walking that line. He's gonna say, now this artifact, you think you busted up? Did you see where it was? What like?
No, I don't think I busted it up. I think it's maybe where the power was coming from. It's up in the mountains. Was it near the castle of Mount Hotenno? Or was it somewhere else, Austin?
You don't remember? You saw.
You said a lot of stuff, and I thought you told me where it was.
You were seeing everything at once.
You were telling me 4,000 things. I don't remember.
Well, that's how you were getting it too. So you kind of remember, but don't remember.
Gotcha.
So he says, "All right. While we have the time, let's assess what we know." We don't know if he still exists, correct? He could still be out there. He may not be.
You know what? I have no idea if he's alive or not. There's a lot of good signs, but I don't. I want him dead.
I think we all do at this point.
When you guys are going over and talking about stuff, I assume you guys would probably pull the map out.
Yeah, hang on though. He's gonna go back because I assume that we I can't remember, but did Eric kind of tell us his whole story about his zombie past? That happened, right?
I don't know. Did it, Eric? I don't. You guys didn't.
My
really
zombie past.
You guys didn't really have much your backstory,
right?
You guys,
so
you guys didn't really haven't had much time. You guys have been going.
We haven't. Okay. Let's just assume he hasn't. He's like.
Where I was up north.
Yeah, that's where I'm going with this.
Your personal history.
Yeah.
Zombies.
Right. So he's gonna say.
Yeah.
He's gonna say, Eric.
I thought maybe that was out already, but maybe my character didn't tell your guys' character.
I can't remember if you did or not. So let's just for now assume
I don't think we had the time. I think we brought this up a couple times and we never had the time.
We haven't had a lot of downtime since you joined us.
Since meeting.
And we have it now. So let's take advantage of it. He says, Eric, you've been all over these woods. Is there any place special? Anything of note that you have seen? I mean, we've seen just regular hordes with some sense of direction, but nothing until Jane's followed these lines. Is there anything you might remember?
Well, the one big experience that I remember most was I was up north, northernmost part of these woods, up near the mountains, and I think if I'm correct, wasn't it the crags? I want to say
it was this red thing.
Yeah.
You were both correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know I had some other help up there, and I was sending them in to see what was going on, and we went in and investigated and found this. I want to say it was like a
It
like a
was
cave almost. If I
right.
remember right, it's been a hot minute.
It was
Um,
I just listened to it a couple weeks ago. It was like a big underground like football stadium full of zombies.
yeah, it was huge.
Yeah.
And there was all these like zombies in there. And I think there was a central person to that,
Yeah.
and we knew we couldn't take them on, so we
Right.
left.
Right.
Hey John, when they're telling this story about this huge underground cave that was enormous, and then there was zombies all around it, that's what you saw. That's you remember it when they say that. By the way, that's one of the things that you saw in your visions.
I've seen
Yeah.
that. What?
Oh,
What else do you remember?
At the center of that, that's where you saw the white light, and it was so bright you couldn't see it. John.
yeah.
I saw that with the brightest light I've ever seen. It blinded me.
That's nothing I've ever seen before either.
What else
that
have
was-
you seen? Did you see anything else in these caves? And
No.
anything you can remember on the way?
No, not really. We were investigating where some of these things were coming from, and that was the most memorable moment I have. I haven't gone up there since, and I haven't, had an encounter like that ever since I've been patrolling the woods with me and my other men, and just trying to hold our section of the world down.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we may have a destination.
I think we need to head there now. We can keep talking,
Yeah.
but let's get on a walk.
Yeah. Let's
And
get
let's get
moving.
moving.
I agree. So that's what we want to do. We want to head there. I assume Eric can get us back there.
I mean, I would think so. Yeah. I mean, if it's through the woods and
Right.
outside, I remember how to get there. I would suspect.
You should. So that's where we're heading.
I mean, I guess it's a little meta to ask, but I don't know. I think Jane. Do you think Jane would be curious to go back and check the site of what happened, John? Or I mean,
she's
you're not-
curious
you're not too
And
far
scared.
from
because while she's ready to face him again,
it. Sure.
if she goes right back to that point and sees him still standing there, she's gonna know how weak she is. Maybe if by the time she gets to him, she's strong enough to defeat him. And maybe with her friends, she's strong enough.
Sure. Do you,
Maybe it was that point. She's still psychologically in her head, but she wants him dead. So
Is
her
in-
goal is to make it happen. She's just, for some reason, like, she's creating things in her head because of fear about that moment, about
Sure.
really going back to that point more than anything.
right. Does anybody else?
And if this led her back there, she'd be scared probably the whole way back.
I just wanted to throw that out as a consideration
Yeah,
to see if your characters might
It's
think.
a fair question.
No, it was a very fair question. Definitely would have crossed her path. I think she's just, because that was her defeat, while she is kind of steeled towards him, she's still worried she can't beat him.
I think
She just knows she has to.
let's just say for fun, Throm poses that question. Like, do you want to go back? Do you want to see if he's there? And Shay would probably be like, that's the last place we saw him. It's not a terrible idea. She's like, she says, what do you think, kid?
Why you want to go chasing the past? We know where he's going. We know where he's going to be. He probably went there as soon as everything happened. Makes the most sense.
I'll leave it up to you, kid. There's, you know, if it was
I mean,
something
if
you
she's
wanted,
not
I had your
typically
back.
that short with you,
Sure.
and you do have the command over her, so she's definitely overstepping.
No,
at that
Shay. I mean,
No,
maybe she
Shay
does,
may-
but Shay doesn't feel like she's got any command over her.
Yeah.
Throm
Throm
says.
might.
Throm says it's up to you. I don't feel a need to go back there. I didn't even see what happened. You don't seem very... You seem 50-50. We have a goal here. We have a destination that might pay off. If you think it's worth going back, we'll go back, but...
I think he's been trying to throw speed bumps in our way all this way, and this is where we've been meant to be, so we should just keep on heading there.
The
I think
speed...
that's probably the best choice.
When you say speed bumps, you see him make a face like, yeah, that's a very good point. Like yeah, he thinks you're right that all this shit is just speed bumps keeping us from where we need to go. He's like,
There'll be another way. Even if he is back there, he's just keeping us from getting where we probably need to be, which is there.
He says, worst case scenario, we get to this place, we fight more of them. If we live, we live, we die, but it's certainly not going to be a wasted trip. I can't imagine.
We get there and he's not there because he can't find us now. And
Well,
maybe we get that item.
At the very least, this has got to be. We've got to learn something from here.
There's got to be something.
From the descriptions you two have given, it seems like it won't be a fruitless journey. So, to the north?
Yeah, to the north.
Right. Shay's like, to the north. So we're gonna roll. He says, hey, if it does prove fruitless, we'll go back and see if his fucking body's laying there, which is very out of character for him to casually swear and make jokes.
Brom, are you okay with everything that's going on there? You're acting like Shay.
I think he's kind of punchy. Like this has been a rough go of it, and he's not death wishy, but he's like, fuck it, let's do something. He's like, doing something is better than doing nothing. So
well, and she was definitely like kind of defensive and standoffish when you were trying to mention going back.
Yeah.
You wouldn't necessarily know why, but she was like, no, we don't need to go back there. No.
He was leaving it in your hands anyway the whole time. Because he knew what was there, and he wasn't super keen to go back to it.
Yeah.
I mean, with Jane there, it's a different story, but...
Even getting explained what happened, you still don't necessarily want to go back into that.
Right, it's like, we might be able to take it, but like...
Yeah.
Why?
Maybe we weakened him, but did we?
Well, at this point...
If he survived that, like, that's what Jane's most scared about, is he survived that. And now she doesn't have Sarah.
Sure.
But she might maybe have Sarah. And she hasn't mentioned any of the Sarah stuff to anybody.
Right.
The ethereal power stuff.
Yeah,
that she might have ghost powers. Yeah, she ain't mentioning that shit.
We've met Sarah, but yeah, we don't know anything else after that. So yeah.
Well, you knew she was possessing her, but she's not mentioning that she's gone and now may have the powers.
Right. So, yeah,
that's weird.
It's yeah. Let's go. We're going. Take us places, Austin.
We say it, so we do it.
We say it, so we do it. Oh, hey, we win the campaign. We did it.
So you guys start heading north along the river.
I'm going to bed.
And you guys see the river come back.
Like quickly or like
Yeah, pretty freaking quick.
Like it
Eric
floods?
hears it. Eric hears it first, and he knows what it is. Like he can. Hey, there's some rushing water. We should get out of
We
the
need to get out of the way.
fucking. And you guys see the waters, and you can hear them well before you see them. And there's just this boiling water coming down from the mountain,
Did you
and
say
there are.
boiling?
Well, it looks like it. When it's going that fast, it's
Oh,
frothy, and it's not actually
gotcha.
boiling. It's not hot.
Okay. I was gonna say.
And you guys see a lot of zombies in the water. In different, you see pieces of more. You see more pieces of zombies than you do anything else.
Oh man, I wish Gek was alive
Yeah.
for this.
Do we see like 4 horses made out of water coming down?
Yeah, there's 4 horses in the water that are making out as they're riding along. The
That's
4
fucking weird.
Yeah, you know what? It's weird, but it works.
Throm says, "Look around for an elven chick whose dad was a rock star." No. Yeah, well, yeah, let's get the fuck out of the water.
Jane says, "I know him. Walk this way."
Huh?
Fuck this, what?
No.
I take that as a Mel Brooks joke, not an Aerosmith reference.
It's a
You
double
guys-
entendre.
You guys hear the rivers coming back, and then after a while, the rivers start it ebbs back down and flows like normal. But and this is it's not normally like strong, but it's very, very strong right now, and it's taking all of the zombies pieces. Some of them half, some of them like in like piled. Like there's just a flood of zombies in the water. They're not moving. You guys
You
don't seem
see-
to be moving.
You see Shay like pointing, and she's like, "That's like I don't know, a bunch we don't have to kill now."
Right.
She says, "I counted like 12 arms, 16 legs, and a bunch of other pieces. I don't know. It's some."
That's awesome.
We got all of this
Absolutely
coming down.
fantastic.
Right. I mean,
So you guys, sure. And which way? Like you guys, in my mind, you guys are walking up the riverbed because it's pretty easy to walk.
right.
When you guys heard the water coming, which side do you think you would have gotten off on?
The west.
Yeah, up here.
Or we would have, if we were at the corner, we would have just went north out of it.
Yeah.
So like,
All right.
yeah, sure, that'll work.
So when you guys get to here, the river, it's still the water, like there's a lot of water, and there's no natural crossings to get north of where you're trying to get to.
How wide is it?
It's well, one, it's filled with a lot of like zombie parts.
Uh-huh.
It's very, very fast flowing, and it's like 10 feet.
10 feet wide.
Yeah,
Okay.
much thicker and wider than it normally ever would be.
I'm guessing Eric would probably know how deep it is at this point, or we could maybe surmise how deep it is based on walking through the dried up riverbed. So
Yeah.
how
It's man high. It was man high when you were in there. It was
so
very well worn.
5-6 feet deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but man, now if it's, I mean, with it rushing, it'll be hard to do anything with.
Well, what if we just chop down a tree and make a bridge?
Yeah, we could do that. Find a tree big enough.
Yeah.
I mean, you're
Is
in
there-
forest.
Is there a tree big enough?
Yeah, of course. He knows where big trees are. He knows how to do that kind of stuff. He's a freaking ranger. This is his home.
Yeah.
So
Is that what you guys? Is that what you guys do?
I think so. I don't. Let me see
Yeah.
if I. I
I'm
don't
gonna
think.
check.
I don't think I really have any spells that'll help us over this. Yeah, I don't.
So you find 6 nice-sized trees, more than you would actually need, and it takes you maybe an hour to chop these trees down and lash them together. I mean, I'm not gonna like this is your
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
is
I
your
mean,
shit.
we'd probably only need like 2 at best for stability,
Yeah.
I would think.
So he gets those down, puts those things over there just
Yeah.
fine, and then you guys get to about here, and it's now noonday. The sun is at its highest.
Okay. So we're kind of on the edge of the forest.
Yes, you are on the edge of the forest.
Everything looks chill.
When you guys get there, you can see lots of zombies. Um, there was like you can tell that there was like a battle here,
Mm-hmm.
and you can see like where the water would have like all of this looks like it had been underwater for days,
Right.
maybe weeks. Like everything that you can see between you and the foot of the mountain looks like it had been underwater for a while. It's kind of muddy. It's finally like you can see some. There were some dams and stuff that were built holding the water back,
Mm-hmm.
and
Wow.
they've since been let go. And you still see a bunch of zombies, and they're just sort of meandering around a little bit, but
But
no real.
they're not paying any attention to us, right?
Nope. And like every now and then, like you can see some that catch your eye. That one kind of falls down, and you can see it was kind of fucked up. Like it might have been missing like an arm, and like you can tell however long you look, you see more just drop at a pretty steady rate. But there are still a lot of zombies, and you can see the different kinds that you've seen before. You can see some of the big kinds that like rung you guys' bell. You see the normal ones.
Mm-hmm.
You see the ones that are like old and decrepit. You can see new ones, and then you see a group of guys right here
Uh-huh.
that we're just sort of watching them. They kind of look like they're on pseudo guard. They don't see you guys yet because you guys are at the edge of the forest.
Are they? When you say you see a group of guys, do you mean like non-zombies?
They're human guards wearing the livery of Mount Cotton New.
Okay. Um. Well. And they're like how far away from us?
I mean, we've been playing kind of loose with some of these distances,
Sure.
but they're within sight range, and if you're looking at them, they're like that big.
They're
So
like-
however far away, like it might take a while to get over there to them, and they don't see you, but you can kind of make out it's 5 or 10. You can't tell how many, but they're they're small.
Okay, so yeah, okay, so probably at least a couple hundred yards away.
Yeah,
Um.
1,000 yards, one click.
Okay. And just out of curiosity,
Yeah.
with the way you've described these zombies, I'm guessing it's not quite Mardi Gras, but maybe like it's as crowded as like a charity 5K. Right? Does that sound about right? I don't know. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to gauge this. Okay.
I mean, they're not grouping up at all.
Right.
They seem to be more concentration towards the mountains, and they were kind of running into each other. If you were to look back towards where the water is still flowing
Mm-hmm.
from down from the mountain, you can see some of them sort of haphazardly walking into the water and then getting caught up and flowing down and then getting bashed by rocks and shit. And some of them have slowly started to peter out.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, if you like, I mean, so yeah, they're definitely a lot more here along where the front line was, and you can tell there was a battle. You can see some of the guards are also laying around dead. It looks like there was a pitched battle here, but now the zombies are just sort of like Shaun of the Dead.
Okay, so Throm has two options. He says, "We don't know who those." Here's a question that'll help narrow down these options. Would we have known about any like other captains that should be here?
No, you guys were the ones last sent up north to figure out what the fuck was going on.
Okay, so since we don't have any knowledge of people that are quote unquote on our side, he's gonna suggest we basically take this path that I've drawn out on the map here. Like, let's get some distance from those guys and try and now if they see people walking the other way, they'll probably think something's up. But maybe we'll be far enough away to where they won't be able to discern that.
So you guys are just trying to stay away, not talk to anybody, human or otherwise.
I mean, if we don't have any reason to believe that they're with us, I mean, he's just throwing this out there. If y'all want to go and like check them out, he's down because if we could just go that way, that's a lot quicker. So
I mean, if we got possible allies out here, it might help. Or we just assume everybody's working for him and we use them until we gotta kill them. Those are the two options.
Perhaps they're just stranded too. Perhaps they're in need of assistance.
Yeah. Maybe they're trying to investigate this like we are.
Well, shall we approach?
Yeah.
Shall we? Do we want to? Do we want to sneak up on them? What do you think?
I don't know.
I feel like sneaking up is guaranteeing an attack and a fight.
Yeah, I think if we come with an easy hand, we might be able to.
You guys are captains in the presence of the Ranger of the Woods.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing. The only thing I'd argue against not sneaking up on them is that if we're just walking up in plain sight, there might be more of them that we don't know about. But again, he's about as lost as everybody else, so he's down for whatever. And Shay's got good stealth, so if you want her to sneak, she will.
I think that's a bad idea because they catch us sneaking, we will get into a fight.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to hurt our
I
chance.
want to provoke them.
Well, you're also
I
assuming
really don't want to provoke them.
You're assuming they don't work with us, which we don't know.
No, that's assuming they're.
That's assuming they're
humanoids.
under his employment.
That's assuming they're other humanoids. We shouldn't. We have to do our best to not just assume they're under his control and provoke them. Sneaking up on them is provoking them.
John, if you keep talking like that, I'm going to think you don't trust me.
We definitely don't trust you.
Walking up and trying to talk to them and keeping an eye out for when they attack. Because if we're looking at them, walking up on them, they cannot get a surprise round on us.
That's true. Now, I just playing devil's advocate here. Let's say Shay and Eric or just Shay or just Eric, I don't care. Let's say one of us gets there, can get a closer look at them to see if they have anything identifying them, like colors or badges. Then it's like, hey, do you guys need help? We're on the same team. There's more of us with me. I don't know. I'm just throwing out shit. I understand what you're saying about no surprising.
Tom and Shay, you guys are in charge here. I think it would be smarter to approach him. I think Eric agrees with me. Probably approach him and talk to him. I think sneaking up on him is going to provoke him.
Throm's not. He's
whether
not
they're friend or foe.
He's not subtle, so he's probably more for the approach them in plain sight because he knows he's a big clanky bastard. So, yeah. But like I said, I just want us to consider all the options. So, Yeah, if you guys want to just walk up to him, let's do it.
Yeah. No, I think
Yeah.
it's definitely like considered. I just think
All right.
we should head on in.
All right. Yeah, we'll slowly make our way. I say we try and not like walk like zombies, but I say we try and blend in. Like, don't run, because we don't need to possibly catch the attention of the zombies. Um,
Yeah.
so I say we just slowly meander our way towards them. Then.
All right, you guys say it, so you do it.
Yep.
You guys walk over there.
Mm-hmm.
Not there. Like right there. You guys start walking towards them in a casually, fly casually, but don't look like you're flying casually kind of way.
Do we want to? Do we want to like, hide any identifying things on our persons?
You guys are already walking up, as far as I heard. So
Alright.
you'd have to do. You guys would
Yeah,
be doing
no.
this like.
All right.
Yeah, that'd be too late.
That's
Once
fine.
you guys start walking closer,
Good idea though.
you get in eye range. They see you're coming. You can see they see you're coming. They all kind of stand up, and they don't get like in a line, but they all kind of like get like in a way that they can all see you.
How far away
guys-
are we? Like, like voice range?
150 yards.
150 yards? Okay, well, fuck. We're just gonna keep walking then.
I
That's
don't know.
That's
Yeah,
a
you
long.
guys-
That's a long way.
Hey,
You
you!
Yeah, no, we're not doing
What's
that.
up?
You guys walk over to them, and one of the ones, as you guys walk closer, you can see that they're wearing the guard uniform of Mount Hotenu at the castle there. So they are the guards of the realm. And one of them who's wearing the sergeant insignia. What's Eric's last name?
Everhart.
Marshal Everhart. Boy, is it good to see you. What are you doing up here, sir?
Well, it's been a while. These trying times have brought me out of the woods for a change.
Boy, don't we know it. Did you, I guess you probably been in the woods for past few days at least.
Oh,
Boy.
probably more than that.
Boy, we had the crate like last night. I don't know what was happening. All of a sudden, the zombies started coming at us over the past, I don't know what it was, 12 hours or so. And they were coming up and attacking our fort up here, and they were attacking everywhere. We don't know about the rest of the kingdom, but we had we had a captain up here for a little bit. He came up here and he helped us get some. Well, I'm not quite sure what happened. He never talked to me directly, but we started making these fortifications to make this. Well, you probably saw the water coming down, but we had these dams in places, so we had the water, and that slowed them down. But they started. Well, I'd never seen it before. They started coming over the water. They started knee-deep water they got in. I never saw it. They might fall down, but they would walk on top of each other. They were hungry to get to us. We started fighting back, and I mean, it was 50-50. I mean, we lost a bunch of our guys. It seemed like every time we chopped one of them down, two more sprang up. And then sometime yesterday afternoon, so I don't know. I don't know what happened, but they all just fell down, and we went and looked at them, and they didn't seem to be. I don't know. If a zombie can be dead, but it weren't moving. When we got our barricades back up, and we started seeing some of them start to move around, but they don't know which way is up or down now, it seems. And I mean, most of our company retreated back to the castle, take some wounded and talk to the captain there. Not the town captain, but the captain from down south that came up here, and we've just been here making sure that they don't do anything too strange. We're here to light this bonfire and signal back to the castle, and they don't even seem to know we're here. It's the craziest thing I ever saw, but we're just here on guard duty. We got some supplies. We don't have a lot, but we might have more than you. You guys want to help yourselves over here?
Marshall, how long have these men been here?
Oh, what was? Excuse me, captains. I just saw. I mean, you got, sir. Yes. And when then they noticed that there's two captains and one of well, as far as they know, there's three captains. They don't know that Jane's probationary, so to speak. Oh, ma'am, we've been here for our detachment's been here since this all started to make sure that nothing happened this far north.
And they haven't had contact with the castle since.
Well,
we're in regular since then.
We're in regular contact, ma'am. It can take about a week or more for the detachment to get to us because they kind of have to walk through the spine of the mountain a little bit. Not that they have to, but we've got runners and stuff, and we also have bonfires.
Okay.
We can signal.
He's just making sure that they haven't been sitting out here for a year, and he and Callie's in control of the castle and the city.
Yeah, sure.
Running Zombie-topia in there. That's what I'm scamming out here.
Hey, Johnson. Yes, sir. Johnson, you came down here last week from the castle, right? Yes, sir. That's true. I just came here. Well, all right. Yeah. So
going on in the city.
What was that? What was that, ma'am?
There's nothing odd going on in the city.
Nothing other than the zombies, ma'am. But they don't come in the city. They don't come in the mountains.
Okay.
No, not that I know of.
Okay. Good to go.
Throm's gonna step up and say, "Hello, gentlemen. My name is Throm. I'm a captain from down south. You mentioned another captain came from down south. Did you catch his name?"
The older one with the sergeant chevron speaks. No, sir. We didn't. We never spoke to them directly, and their captain talked to our captain, who talked to, our major and sergeants and whatnot. And, so we never talked to them directly.
Can you describe the man?
Well, it was a woman.
It was a woman,
sir.
Oh.
Yeah, it was. She was older, but I don't know, late 30s, strong build. I think.
Does this sound does this ring any bells on anybody we would have?
Yeah, it sounds like the town leader who was down at the Fandolin.
Okay.
Not Fandolin. It
Yeah.
sounds like the one captain
where we got Jane.
Yeah, but yeah, the town leader who you guys.
Yeah. Grey Wind.
So he is essentially describing her. Maybe she's got like a lock of white hair or something, and he mentions that. Well, I saw there was also the white hair she had. I thought, sir, just to give you some more description.
I want to roll insight on these dudes.
Yeah, Jane did not know her, so she would not.
18.
That's a Shay and
they sound truthful, honest, and the young one, Johnson, seems like he's bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Okay.
I have a theory, but
Throm's he's not really gonna hide it from these guys. He's not gonna talk to these new guys. He's gonna talk to our group, and he's gonna say, that sounds like a description matching someone we left in charge in Fandolin. And I can't
Well, what are
think.
they doing all the way up here?
Well, that's a good question. Their town did burn, but I wouldn't think she would come up here. And as we know, our friend, he certainly has the ability to look like other people. So, I don't necessarily trust, not that I don't trust these gentlemen and what they're saying. I believe them, but something doesn't sit right. There's so many other places that she could have went after the town was ravaged. She could have went to Leylon. She could have went to Mount Thunderfuck, Icefire Peak. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Thunderfuck.
Thunder.
I like
She could have went to Thunder Tree. She could have went.
Yeah.
I knew there was a
I
Thunder
100%.
thing.
Yeah. That sounds like something that he would do. I 100% agree with that.
But why?
I don't see any reason she would be up here.
But why do things to help the town? Why would he have them do things to help the town? If not to, the only thing would be to blend in to get deeper in.
Well, of course. And did she have a white stripe of hair?
I don't remember Austin ever telling us that, but we didn't really get into her description either.
Yeah, you guys remember the white stripe, and that
Okay.
as he mentioned it.
Right. And he would have he's met her, so he's
got like graying hair, like right here.
Right. And he met her, so he would know exactly what the fuck she looked like.
You can ask them more questions. You don't have to like guess everything.
No, I'm just kind of thinking out loud.
Sure.
Is the person that I was talking to? I don't know if I could ask them like who gave them the order to dam up the rivers?
Well, sir, no, the older guy would be the one to talk to you. The younger kid wouldn't say anything unless you talked to him directly. Well, let me think. That one captain, actually there was 2 or 3 captains that came here about, I want to say a week ago.
Did they come together?
How is that possible?
No, it wasn't a week ago. It was,
all the captains were with us a week ago.
Yeah, no, so not a week ago. How far? So you guys were walking through the forest. And
how did anybody get ahead of us?
They fucking... Well, that's the thing. They could have got through scot-free. Like, we had to do a lot of resting because we got our asses
You guys
whooped.
walked. They had horses. They had everything.
Yeah,
they could use the King's Road. The high road is walled and is safe. So
they
you can
also could have went around the forest, which would have sped up things a lot.
So let's say that I don't know exactly how much, but let's say that you guys left about 4 days ago. From down south, you guys entered the forest 5 days ago in the afternoon, and that's when you met them. And the guard is going to tell you that the captain got there around 2.5 days ago. There's three captains got here 2.5 days ago.
And they all arrived at the same time?
They came together. They were on horseback. He thinks they were on horses because they smelled like it. And they all got to Mount Hotnu, and she was the one that was left. The 2 then went down south after they convened with the town captain. And she's the one who mentioned about using the dams and the water because that's one of the things that worked for them.
Right. Okay, so this is just Adam talking to you guys. So the fact that the 3 showed up at the same time is promising, right? Because we don't know of any other non-zombies working with him, right? So the weird, I mean, yeah, I mean, if they fucking, he says, did you and your people, did you break down the dams on your own, or did the zombies destroy them?
We got orders after a few hours of the zombies being fucking weird. Sorry, sir. After the zombies started acting the way they are now, we could see that the water is really slowing us down more than them. And then we got the orders from on high, as far as I know. Johnson, who gave you that order to give to us? That was Lieutenant Shaw, man, sir. Oh, okay. One of our lieutenants over there, I guess, gave the order, but all the dams are broken pretty quick, and then that actually washed quite a few of the zombies away. And then we were able to get out there, and we kind of started chopping them down, but it took a lot of effort. Some of them are dropping on their own, so we kind of pulled back and regained our defenses more or less, and that's how you found us, sir.
Well, I mean, I get times are desperate, but I'd talk to somebody about building dams. I mean, the water is a life source to the woods, and even something as temporary as that can have huge, everlasting effects. So not just the wildlife itself, but the environment.
I'm digging this. He's right. But here's the fucking. We know how humans are. They're not gonna give a fuck. But you're right. So okay, this is just me talking to you guys again. From what we've learned so far, I say we head to that fucking cave still. It sounds like things are on the up and up. Whether or not that's true.
The things there are okay. I say we go check out the cave.
Yeah, he says Throm will ask him we plan to head a little bit northwest of here. Any unusual happenings out that way that you've heard of?
Well, that's where all the zombies are coming from. So, sorta. Yeah. I mean,
well, yeah.
We never had any more zombies out of there than normal, but like I said, around 12, 16 hours. I don't know. We don't. About half a day ago, the zombies started coming from the north in force, and that's we had the ability to stop up the water, but we didn't use it. And then when we saw them attacking in that force, that's when we decided. That's when we got the orders to slam the dams down and barricade ourselves in, so to speak. So yeah, that's where they were coming from.
All right. Well, we appreciate the information from you, gentlemen. Keep up the good work, and try and stay safe out here. We have other business to attend to, unless my companions have any questions for you.
Are there any messages that any of you want to send to the castle, and maybe send to your captaincies, sir, or the king, marshal?
Don't touch my waterways.
That's awesome.
He turns white when you say that because he doesn't know what to say. He says, "Yes, sir."
Throm jumps in and says, "I'm sure you boys were just following orders, but perhaps you could pass along that Marshal Everhart here was none too pleased with your actions."
No, come on. Does nobody else think of the after effects of what that could be done?
No, I totally agree with you. I'm just trying to calm.
Because
this guy turned white.
We did a small stream around a small village earlier in the campaign. This is a major river.
Right.
3 of them.
Right. No,
What the fuck were you thinking?
No, I 100% agree with you, Scott. The only thing I was trying to do there 100%. Was calm this guy down because he seemed very intimidated by you.
Nope, he seems like he's white and he's not going to shit for a week now.
Well, good. Well, good.
I don't know what to do. They've never interacted with the. They know who the marshal is. They never interacted, and he seems pissed. And they're just like,
"Well, yeah,
yep, we'll pass it along."
He was just trying to be a situation smoother outer. That's
did
all.
not.
Yeah.
You see,
Maybe
no
I
visual
didn't
effect.
convey that properly,
They-
but yeah.
Regardless, Throm, they still have to go tell the lord of this city that the marshal's pissed off at them.
Here, wait. Let me redo this. Thrum says, don't freak out there, boy. I know you were just following orders. Pass along his suggestion, but seriously, don't block out on the fucking waterways anymore. And then he starts walking off.
I can't believe they did that, Eric. That's actually a horrible idea. Like, why would they not have thought? Like, who? This lady sounds like she was trying to help, but my goodness, who does thing like that?
I don't know. They
Shay's
could have
like-
at least told me about it, but
Shay's like, yeah, who would dam up a bunch of water just to protect a city? That's stupid. And she walks away without making eye contact. Because she, in fact,
That's
helped
so
do
awesome.
that.
Because Shay is 100% the person who would be like, who would not see their point.
No, like, yeah, well, like, yeah, she's a city person, so, like, she probably doesn't understand the ramifications of it, but, like, she's just trying to deflect because, yeah, they did exactly that. And like John said, it was on a smaller scale, but we did it.
Yeah. Well, yes.
And it worked.
Yeah, I feel like on a smaller scale, though, it's much less damning, even
sure.
for the small environment. Because there's probably another water source nearby.
Damning. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Throm and Shay will start. I mean, they don't have
Baz
anything
will be
else
here
to say.
soon. I'm just getting everybody ready.
All right, so we'll say it's about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock now. You guys are leaving.
Fuck, I gotta get to bed.
It's like 1 or 2 in the afternoon. It's not.
It was a joke, as if you'd just said it was 1 or 2 in the morning.
I thought you meant like for real. I'm like,
Yeah, I
nut
did.
up. We got 20
As
more
a
minutes.
joke. Yeah.
All right, so you guys start making your way up north, and then you all suddenly realize that you were so worried about the waterways you didn't actually tell anybody who you were or where you were going. But
I
that's
introduced myself. Throm introduced himself, and they knew who Eric was.
and then you didn't, and that's cool and then you guys just
No,
kinda
we
leave.
definitely didn't tell him what we were doing.
So I want
Yeah,
to
no.
say that you guys start to get up here in this area.
That was on purpose because I figured they might try and stop us.
How could they? They don't have the authority to stop you.
I mean,
Yeah, I have a hard time trusting anybody right now.
I don't know
Yeah.
why you would say that.
I didn't expect a city up here at all.
Well, this wasn't. This was more like an outpost. I feel like than anything.
Yeah, but it's right next to a city. So
Well, it's next to the northern part of the kingdom of the largest city up north, Hotenu, which is one of the biggest cities in the kingdom.
I think you got
Oh,
at least a. I think you got at least a day's journey before you hit any kind of residencies. At least.
I was confused.
Yeah, no.
I thought he was saying there was like a big ass fucking castle like up
There
the
is-
road.
No, this is down. This is the down the road.
The castle's down
Okay.
by the triangle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's like a 4 or
See,
5 day journey.
and I have
through
no
the
idea.
mountains.
That's what I thought.
It's like a day and a half if you go through the forests. If you were to. Just
I was
like,
wondering how we
Yeah.
traveled as
So
fast.
if you
as we did.
travel
This is
down
all
here
very confusing.
like this, it might be like 2.5 to 3 days. But if you do this,
right.
it's like 4 or 5 days or like a week because it's
Right.
really nasty. But this is the
Okay.
safest way that they normally travel. And this is what they were obviously trying to protect. Anyway, so you guys get up here in this area, and everything looks different than what you remember, Eric. Everything looks kind of trampled. Everything looks kind of fucked up. The entire area looks kind of fucked up. And
Mhm.
you're not quite sure where to go. Give me that survival check. Or
Okay.
your tracking check.
Let's see. Um,
Where are you? What are you doing up there?
that's a 14.
All right. Yeah, with the 14, you can see Well, and you were in the area. It looks like there was a small battle in the area, and you can see down between the two hills the piece of rock almost looks like a boulder that was chiseled out, standing over like just sort of randomly. It looks like it's just in the field, and then in the on. Is that a picture or is that a freaking? Let's go here. Let me see if I can show this. I'm gonna put this in chat with everyone. Can I put a picture in here? No, that's not happening.
You could present something to us on the Google.
If I do that and then this, does that give it away? I don't think so. I'll just present it. I don't want to give you guys too much. You see this symbol on the inscribed on the once you get closer, it looks like a very large, almost tombstone type boulder that was carved out, kind of like think like Stonehenge, like just this huge boulder, and then you see that carving in it.
Okay. Can we make like history or religion checks on it?
Yes, I would ask probably Throm to give me a religion check and Jane to give me a history check, and then Shay can give me whatever she wants.
What's Shay better at?
Should I do history or arcana? Because I was thinking arcana.
For you, for this, I think history would be better.
Okay. Well, she's not great at that. But she got a 14.
Shay's history and religion skills are equal, so
What
I just
about
clicked
Throm?
Throm got a 12 on his religion check.
All right. What'd Shay get?
15.
In what?
Religion.
So Shay remembers having conversations with Throm and says, "Hey," well, she remembers that's the symbol of a deity, but she can't remember which one it is.
She conveys that.
So
yeah, that's I know it's not your guy, Throm, but that's somebody's guy, but it sure as hell doesn't look friendly.
Can we take the time to take 20 and think about it? And maybe look through whatever books we would have on our persons?
if that's what you want to do, you guys are at the mouth of the. I mean, once you get down there close enough to see it, you can see that there is sort of a natural cave opening that's big enough for like one or two people, but it does seem to be pretty well. And everyone, give me everyone but Jane, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Let's see. No.
Shay got a 5, Throm got a 14.
Let's see. I'm saving. I got a 12.
Alright, you all failed. Nothing too bad. You guys just feel like this place is really fucking scary, and you really don't want to be here, and you would really prefer to run away. You don't have to, but you guys can feel like shit. And John, Jane can see the tombstone, the monolith in itself doesn't glow at all, but you can kind of see the symbol, which is like etched into it, like kind of glowing. It's kind of glowing. It's like an emerald type thing. It's set inside the rock.
I think we I think we need to move.
But you're not scared at all. But you kind of see what's going on.
Yeah. No, she's just saying. She's saying. I think we need to keep moving ahead.
Yeah.
Let's head into the cave.
Can we, before we move, can we like check this thing out like for traps or something?
It's a fantastic idea, Adam. I love it. Give me a perception check.
All right. Fucking shit. I got an 11 and a 10. Son of a bitch. Somebody else fucking get this roll. I need to start rolling my own dice.
You know what? You feel perfectly fine. You feel like this is the safest place.
Right. I bet I do.
Are we all rolling perception checks?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, because...
16.
Oh, damn. So 16's the best one.
Yeah.
So no,
10.
you guys don't. No one feels any traps. You guys definitely have a sense of foreboding, and like this is not really a nice place to meet, except for Jane, who doesn't feel anything.
I think this
I
is
really
more
wanna touch
like
it.
this is metagamey. Metagamey. I think this is just a ward to scare people away.
Yeah, I really want to touch it though, but
You should definitely touch it, Adam. Have both of your characters go and touch it.
I'm gonna have both my characters lick it simultaneously.
You want to touch it? Do Shay or Throm want to touch it? That's the question.
Yeah, no, I don't think they would.
They go and lick it.
With the sense of
Now,
foreboding we have, Gek would have
touched
Gek would have touched it before looking at it, inspecting it.
Gek would have licked it.
Yeah.
What's this? Does it taste like cherries?
I'll tell you what. I got an idea. No, I don't know. I was gonna say let's have Eric shoot a fucking arrow at it from distance, but
Why?
Yeah, because I
You
just
get
want
there
to see
right
what,
next to it.
I want to see what happens, but I don't really have any reason to do that, so I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Alright.
Like,
Yeah.
why
I don't,
would he?
That's what I
So
want to do.
with the perception checks that you guys got, you didn't see any traps, but you did hear shuffling, movement, and noise down in
Yeah.
the.
Let's fucking go in. Throm will lead the way.
Throm rushes in. Okay.
No, he doesn't rush in.
He dies. He's dead.
He sprints. He takes off all his armor, drops
Roll
his
in
shield.
character. Take
and
a break and get in your
He
character.
gets all his armor, drops his holy symbol, and just runs in naked. No, he just leads the way.
All right. Does everyone follow?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Shay'll bring up the rear.
So you guys can all kind of see. There's not like there's not a lot of light, but there is light coming from. There does seem to be a light source.
My Throm and Shay have dark vision. I don't think you two do.
Well, then you guys can.
No,
I
obviously
don't think I have dark vision.
And I don't have.
But Jane would pop out a torch and light it up with prestidigitation.
Okay.
She does that.
Yeah.
Jane does that.
And then
because I don't have the light cantrip.
she would
Fuck
take.
that
She
shit.
would also take Eric's. Actually, she would just take her staff and hit the light cantrip on it.
You got the light cantrip. Okay, cool.
Yeah. She's got that as well.
I think
lots
from
of
here on.
I
from
got
here.
a shit ton of cantrips.
I think from here on out, if my race has dark vision, I'm not taking the light cantrip. Just doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
It doesn't. But
So-
she's got 6 cantrips.
So I
Yeah,
changed the map. You guys can look at the map. There's a new
Uh-huh.
map.
got it.
This map is more for reference of a few things now. This isn't a real thing.
Hey
This
guys, Gek's alive. Sweet, Gek, go touch that thing.
Oh, all right. Let's go. Where's Ike?
He died. He touched the thing and he
Ah.
died.
I never got to do a death curl
He died all over again.
because I got disintegrated. Fuck you,
No.
Austin.
So you guys start. So these aren't trees. You guys are actually in the cave right now. And
Okay.
this is sort of just a nice, like, loose representation is what I'm. So This is the
I
age
love
of
Austin
Android.
using my style of map making. This is beautiful.
Yeah, maps with shit that doesn't fucking matter. He's got a whole map making program at his disposal.
You guys suddenly see an Eye of the Beholder zombie coming towards you guys.
Fuck you. Get no the fuck we don't.
So you guys see that there's sort of like
What?
a lip of the cave, whatever, and
That's the dopest flavor description you've ever given. Whatever.
Whatever.
you guys are in a
Like,
cave.
there's
You
some
see
stuff
stalagmites.
and some
It's like-
things.
You see stalactites. You see all kinds of weird shit.
It's a cave ass cave.
Yeah, this is a cave-ass cave.
So the floors are clear because he said nothing about mites.
Right.
So
Shadow
you
rats.
guys edge over to the lip of the cave,
No.
and you can see.
We fall 600 feet to our deaths.
I'm just gonna. You guys can see everything. So I'm just gonna make this go here, and then turn off fog of war. Save.
Go motherfucker.
Whoa!
Why
Wow.
would I want to see that?
You guys are in a place where you have some, like, you're behind some like boulders and shit, and you guys are like off here. You see a horde of just all the fucking zombies. You can see 2 Eye of the Beholders. You can see some ogres. You see different kinds of zombies. But the longer you look, the more they just seem to meander around aimlessly. Some of them start to. You see one fall off, and then like fall off the part of the cave, and then and he just splats.
Okay.
You see another one fall off, and then he splats. And these guys are just sort of like shuffling around because they don't really have anywhere to go. Nothing's really happening. You see down here. Yeah, let's just use that nice fireball again. Make that thing 1 square. Go here. Come here. Radius 50. Let's make it white in a circle. This thing right here, something down here.
We can't see any aura off of it if you have one.
Yeah,
Yes,
you gotta
just
give us
need-
control.
So when you guys peek over, you see that there's something down here. You can't see what it is because it's too bright. And then you see some figure hunched over it,
Uh-huh.
doing some stuff. He's got a book in his hand. He's pouring some blood on it. He's pouring. You can't tell if it's his blood or somebody else's blood. You don't know what's going on.
Is this
I
like
think
to
I know
scale?
what's going on, and I think we need to get our asses in there and kill him.
Is
Yes, this is sure. Well, we'll say this is accurate. This is he's chilling.
Okay.
And
So let's have a team powwow real quick. And it's all going to be whispering. It's all very whispery. Because he probably knows we're here anyway, so fuck it. Throm says, so we've seen a bunch of them fall off. Do we want to just wait until more fall to their deaths? Like...
Jane would like to do a quick Arcana check based on what she sees. Does she think he's performing some sort of ritual?
yeah, for sure. You can almost hear
Okay.
the muttering.
Yeah.
Of the reading from
We don't have time to wait. We need to stop whatever ritual he's performing because he's probably trying to get control of these things again. We need to attack seconds ago.
Okay.
We should probably charge.
Well, should we just attack him from here?
I mean, we could blast from here. I think that wind spell you used before would be really useful if we could throw a bunch of zombies on his head. That'd bust his concentration up something fierce.
It's
I mean,
not-
don't
it's,
think.
It's how far is it? Oh. it's not. It's 60 feet long and 10 feet wide. I mean, if he moves, I'm not actually moving here. I'm just doing this for argument's sake.
If you moved
I
up
moved to
here,
like here,
I'd move up here and go straight down.
or like
yeah.
to here.
Yeah.
I mean,
And get like a lot. See what you can get line wise. But yeah. Yeah, I was thinking more of like a wall. I don't know if you have wind wall.
I don't. I think
Because
that's
what
a
level
higher,
is that?
I think
Isn't
that's
that
it's
third
like a
level?
4th level spell. I don't have it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can do that. I got other options too, but I mean, here's the thing. That happens, shit's gonna pop off real quick, and if these things decide to start paying attention to us, we're fucked. The beholders are really the only ones we got to worry about, though, because everything else is gonna take a minute to get to us, based on the way they would have to go.
I can start blasting stuff.
Um,
But I think we need to attack.
Austin,
we can't wait.
Austin, how tall are like the walls here? Like
8
right,
feet.
8 feet. Okay. All right.
I mean, we have a relatively ranged party. Hopefully, this is a fucking great opportunity to just level some shit.
I also have an idea. Yeah, I mean, if we want to do this, let's fucking do it. I'm down. I don't have a better option.
I mean, I have a feeling we're rolling for initiative and wait until next week.
I mean, fuck it. Let's do it. Austin, we're gonna fucking start attacking him.
Yep.
All right, who's doing what?
Well,
I mean,
who would be the first one to just do something without asking anyone else what's going on? Like,
Shay.
Jane, are you just dropping the fireball?
I mean, Jane's probably going to start with that. Right down on him in the middle.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's give me initiative, and you guys get a surprise round.
I have a better idea than gust of wind.
Well, let's take it one.
18.
18 for Jane. Okay.
Good
Throm?
roll, Eric. Oh, Throm got a 12. Shay got a 10.
All right, Eric, what'd you get?
19.
19. All right. Eric, you're up. Do something.
I think before this started, we would any concentration, like we should concentrate fire on him.
Yeah.
On the dude in the
guy.
center?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we would have discussed.
We need to just kill him. For sure,
right.
kill him.
Let's see how easy that's gonna be. If we're
we'll see.
If we're in a surprise round, dude, roll twice. You get advantage on your attacks.
Yeah, he gets advantage on initiative anyway.
Oh,
right.
Well, I think you do. Roll initiative again, dude.
If he's going first, it don't matter.
Well, he might not be. Maybe old boy rolled better. So roll another d20 and add your initiative initiative modifier, just in case you roll better. Okay.
No.
Never mind. 19 it is. All right.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my longbow, and I'm just gonna try and notch one at him.
Yeah.
Would you want to hunter's mark him since you're starting your combat?
Hunter's mark. What is that?
That you have a bonus action to cast it and adds a d6 to your damage. You mark the target. If you kill them, you can use your bonus action to move it to another target.
Yep.
And you don't have to cast another spell. And it lasts.
Yeah, you cast it one time. It lasts an hour.
Yeah, I think it lasts an hour. Yeah, it's a fucking awesome spell.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll make him my mark then, since he's kind of our mark for this interaction.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go ahead and roll to attack.
Roll twice. There you
So
roll again just in case you crit. Because you got
that would have been with my longbow. That would have been 22.
Yeah, but maybe you'll crit because you have advantage in a surprise round. Maybe you don't.
Come on.
Maybe. There you go.
Almost.
Almost. 28 to
That'd be
hit.
28.
Yeah, 28 hits.
So that's a
Okay.
D8 plus a D6.
Plus.
1d8 plus 5 plus a d6. So
Yep.
1d8 and 1d6 plus 5.
Correct.
4,
So
9.
you
So-
got a. Hang on. You got a 1 and a 3.
14.
No, because you got 2 attacks, but you got to roll to attack another time. So you got a 1 and a 3 plus, so that's 4 plus 5, 9 damage on the first attack.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and roll to attack again.
And you have advantage to roll twice.
Oh, fucking A.
Oh,
Whoa,
never
right
mind.
Okay.
Crit. So now this one you add Colossus Slayer,
Right.
which I believe is another D8
Right. So
because he's taking damage. So that's going to be
yeah.
2D8 and a D6. Which-
Oh, here it is. Yeah, 1.
But hang on.
27 points of damage off the top.
So hang on. We've got 8 plus 5 plus 8 plus 6. 27 to start. So
Yep.
now Scott, roll 2d8 and a d6. You're about to lay out some
2d8.
heavy damage, bro. Okay, plus another, and then roll a d6, a single d6, plus 5.
11.
38,
So 38.
38 in total.
That is
Nice.
fucking wicked, man.
That's better than 9.
This is way better than 9. Nice round, buddy.
That's more
That's
than
huge.
9.
Yeah.
You needed that.
All right. You can you take 2 shots. One seems to kind of nick him a little bit, and he just keeps on reading and pretending like it didn't happen. Then you kind of take a second. You take an extra breath. You see your mark, and then you visualize your shot and all this stuff. And then you hit him like center mass, just full on with one of your big missile arrows. And he gets knocked to the ground. The book that he was reading from, the thing he was touching, his blood that was pouring from him, he drops the book. And he's like, he's on the ground and he's prone and he's kind of fucked up.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Now it is Jane's turn.
Fireball.
Yeah, all right. Throw down.
Fireball that laying down bitch. Dex save. I think is it an auto fail or does he have disadvantage?
No,
What's the size of that again?
20-foot radius, so it would be. Hang on.
Just center it on him.
Hang on. It's this big. It's a 20-foot radius, so it's that wide. And John, prone does not affect dex saves.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a little too big, if you care.
The red radius?
Yeah, go back.
Oh, hold on a second.
It's because you have the thing too big. If you, okay,
Yeah.
hang on. Yep, that's perfect.
All right. So you throw down.
Oh, let me put it on top of him.
You have to hit Alt, and then you can move
Oh.
things around and roll 20.
Yeah, but yeah,
You want it to go right on. What are you trying? You want to go on top of him like that?
Yeah,
yeah.
that's where I
That
want it.
looks great. I like that.
So it gets a bunch of guys and it gets him.
Yeah. And it's 8d. So all those guys have to do a dex save as well.
They all
or they're
they,
just dying. That's cool too.
they all failed it.
Awesome.
Anyone even like.
What's
remotely
the
close to
what's
it's on
the
fire.
John? What's the damage though?
Yeah,
I can roll that now if you want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
give me
You
that-
should
give
have
me
done
that.
rolled that before. Come on, dog.
I'm waiting for the command.
I'm gonna refill
Not
my
as
cup
good
again.
as I wanted it to be, but ooh, maybe it's better than I thought. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. 33.
Okay.
Good.
A lot of damage. A lot of damage.
A lot of
That
damage.
first round. Throm, you're up.
Okay, Austin, can you give me like some kind of token and then put a 40-foot radius on it? That'll work.
Yeah, what color do you want? Let's make it green.
Blue is pretty fitting.
Oh, for your thunder.
No, it's not thunder. It's a sleet storm.
And what's the radius? 40?
40 feet. Perfect. So I
Imagine
want
on him, right?
no. I want to put it I want to put it over like the
I can't
entrance.
see that, by the way.
Give it to
Oh, I just did Adam.
Yeah,
I
give
did
it to
also.
everybody. This doesn't do any damage, so don't worry about deleting, guys.
What does it do?
They just have to do deck saves to stand up.
It
or they
makes
fall
things
prone.
slippery. So I don't know how you want to fucking do this. Don't worry about the bad guy, the main guy, because he's already prone. But I want to leave.
Well, he has to make a deck save on the start of his turn to stand up.
Sure, but here's the thing: the whole point of this, Austin, is when these
If he
guys,
wants
if they
to.
start coming for us, they're gonna have to walk through this at some point. So that's why I put it where it is.
Okay.
That's the end of. Yep, that's the end of my turn.
All right, Shay, what are you going to do?
Shay, ooh, God, I really want to. Okay, Shay, what kind of range? Probably doesn't have the range for that. Let me see real quick. Nope, actually, if I move up to here, I do. I'm gonna move up to the edge, and I am going to cast Heat Metal on him. He's got metal on him, I assume, yes?
He actually has, he's got a ring and a necklace.
Okay, cool.
He's got some metal on him.
Cool. So right now he takes...
That'll take an action to take
He
off.
takes 5 points of damage. 5 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And that'll end her turn. Actually, before I end my turn, I will use a bonus action to give Bardic Inspiration to Eric. So, Scott, if you roll shitty, you can add a D8 to the total roll.
Cool.
That'll end my turn. And now it's time to die, kids.
Nice.
Yep. So it'd be back to the top of the order.
Back at the top of the order is actually Kaseb, because he beat all of you guys. He got a natural 20 on his initiative round.
I don't believe that.
I believe that.
How dare you?
Hang on.
That's how you know I'm right.
He's got to make a dexterity saving throw. Well, he's already prone, so if he stands up, he's got to make a dex save, and he goes back prone, and then he can stand up for half his movement. So do with that what you will. Actually, if he's gonna stand up, that'd take half his movement. Does he stand up?
Yeah.
I rolled right here, in here, and I rolled, and he got the 20 plus the 1.
That's
What are
fine.
you talking about?
Yeah,
I rolled in.
I see what he's
I
talking
rolled.
about.
I rolled in roll
On this
20
deck save?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine. So
for
he.
his initiative roll.
Oh.
Oh, you didn't need to prove that. I was fucking with
Yeah,
you, dude.
Yeah, and
Chill
I'm
out.
fucking right back with you. Shut your goddamn mouth until I ask you a fucking question or I tell
Pay
you
attention
to
to what
fucking
Adam wants
roll,
to do during
or
his
I tell you
turn.
when to fucking
Like-
talk.
So how long
Jesus.
have you two been married?
About 2 years.
We don't like
So,
to talk about it.
Austin, is he gonna stand up to start his turn?
He can't really stand up. He tries to like use his hands to like get up, but then he kind of like falls back down. And he uses up his action and everything else trying to stand and move, but he's too injured or too tired or too doesn't have any energy.
Good.
He doesn't stand up. So we're gonna go back to Eric.
Okay.
Kill this motherfucker.
I'm gonna go ahead and go out shooting at him while he's down.
You're gonna have disadvantage, unfortunately.
Because he's prone.
So I was gonna say, is it because
Yeah.
of this
It's
blue
because
thing going on here?
Yeah, it's
no,
'cause
it's
he's prone.
it's because
Lying
he's
down.
prone.
Imagine trying to shoot a person standing up as opposed to lying down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So just roll twice and
Sounds
take the
good.
worst one, and if
Now-
you roll,
Austin, would you still rule that it should be disadvantage with him shooting from an elevated position to a prone target? Because
You know what,
I
that's a
don't
good-
believe that's same advantage. I think this should be a straight up roll.
I agree with that. I like that. I can because he's up, especially with like the ice. It's
Yeah,
kind of
like shooting at a prone target is because they're flat on the ground and you're shooting directly across the
I like
plane.
that. Yeah, just roll straight up, Scotty.
Yeah.
Okay.
and if you
Would
roll,
you agree
if
with that, Adam?
Yeah.
That's a 24.
It hits.
All right.
So
So then
2d8 and a d6.
That's a D8 and a D6 plus 5.
2d8.
2D8.
There you go.
Nice.
So
That's
plus
15 plus 5, so 20.
20.
20 points of damage.
And then you get a second attack.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that one will just do a D8 and a D6.
Correct.
Okay.
Because you can only do Colossus Slayer once around.
So
19.
Yeah, 19.
19?
Does 19 hit? 19 does hit. Yes.
I hope it hits
Does
a
it?
wizard. Or
there you
caster.
go. So 1d8 and 1d6, and then add 5.
Plus
Otherwise,
5.
Austin's cheat.
All right. So 12.
12.
Yeah. Okay. 12 damage.
more. Still, you're
Yeah.
fucking laying it out, man.
Nice.
Just keep peppering this
Jane.
motherfucker.
Jane, you're up.
Wrong.
Jane wants to move right here.
I need to mark off my second level spell slot.
Okay. And then she's gonna do the same thing and cast Fireball. She's moving for defensive purposes.
Move it. You just want to like on top of him? Or do you want to like?
No, I'm putting it where she wants it. Did you move him? Wait. Oh, go put him back. You can put him back there. Yeah. No, I'm not putting it on top of him. I'm gonna put it back here.
I don't know that you'd be able to get the second level, guys. Well, actually,
No, Fireball goes
yeah.
up and out.
It goes up and down too. So
Yeah.
I mean, to me, fireball. We could look at it and look at rules as written, but it's a ball.
It's a
which-
sphere. Yeah,
No, it's a sphere. So
that's
yeah,
right.
it goes up and down.
It's yeah. So
100% goes up and down.
if you said they were 8-foot walls, that means 16 feet from Captain from Callie to the ogre. So yeah.
Yeah.
It's got 120 feet of range. So
Yeah. So
you're-
I'm good on that. So yeah, deck save out of the our boy
Yep.
and
Yeah,
oh
he's not looking great. He's got he's lying down on the ice. He's got
That
2 arrows out
20
of him, and now he's a little bit on like his
shit.
coat's on
Why
fire.
can't
a
I
little
do
bit.
math right now?
Did you
Would
roll?
the fire melt
29
ice?
points of damage. 29 points of damage.
The fireball does not affect the sleet storm because it's ongoing. It's just
It's
continually
magic.
sleeting.
Yeah,
And then
it's
it melts
sleeting
it
over and over.
freezes it and slaps you in the face.
Yeah,
much.
if it melts the ice, it just keeps coming down.
All right, Throm, you're up.
He's gonna continue concentrating on that, but while we're at it, fuck it. Wait, I gotta mark up. Wait, that's the wrong character sheet. I've got to mark off that spell slot. Okay, I did that. Can't do that because that's another concentration check. Fuck it. Let's hit him with a big gun. I'm gonna cast a fucking 3rd level guiding bolt. I really worry there's gonna end up being a phase 2 to this battle. But he doesn't know that, so
I mean, Kasape's had 1 round so far, and you guys are just unloading the arsenals.
right.
Why? What else? That makes perfect
No,
sense to me.
we
Yeah.
100% would do this.
Yeah, so get him. So
This
tell
is
me what
most boss fight.
Yeah. So here's
And
what's
then-
up. I'm gonna cast. If Austin, don't tell me if this hits right away. Okay. Fuck. Okay, I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm going to use something I've never used. It's called Saving Face. Once per short rest, if you miss. Oh, does that hit?
you want to know.
Yes, I do want to know.
No, it does not hit.
Okay, does a 15 hit?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So here's what it is. Once per short rest, if you miss with an attack or fail an ability check or saving throw, you can gain a bonus equal to the number of allies you can see within 30 feet, which would be the other 3 members of the party. So, that hits. Let me give you the damage. This is all radiant damage. I don't know that it matters, but it's 6d6. And it is 28 points of damage.
Damn, son.
Mm-hmm.
Good God, is that a max damage?
No, 6d6 would be 36, but I rolled 5, 4, 4, 5, 6, 4.
Yeah,
It was
that's
a really
close.
good roll.
Yeah. And what was the damage like? What happens?
It's just a big guiding. It's a big bolt of, like radiant energy, like heavenly light that just fucking like. I just picture it as like if
Does
all
it come
three.
from your hammer or from your holy symbol?
My holy symbol is on my shield, so it comes out of my shield.
Cool.
Hang on, there's one more. Nope, that's the wrong one. I believe the next attack roll made against this target before the end of my next turn has advantage. So, yeah. That's the end of my turn.
All right. Shay, you're up.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I'm going to take advantage of that. And she's going to do a guiding bolt of her own at 3rd level. And I'm going to roll twice because I have advantage.
Oh yeah, you took that with magical secrets, didn't
Yep.
you?
So
Nice.
there's one roll.
Nice.
Hang on.
Chain it.
Hang
Dude, that's
on.
beautiful.
And
That
then...
hits.
Okay, I just wanted to see if I critted. Okay, so
both.
16 hit. Okay, so the damage from that is... Oh, Jesus! 33 points of damage. Dude,
Holy shit!
the computer's doing it. 655, 665.
And you were gonna stop using it to roll.
I know,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so now, due to that one, the next... Oh, wait, and as a bonus action, I can use my heat metal again. So he's going to take
Yep.
another 8 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And
He
then
is on fire.
the next attack roll against him has advantage still because of Shay's guiding bolt now.
Fuck yeah.
All right. It's now Kaseb and all of the zombies' turn.
Yep.
Due to walking around and being clumsy, those are all smashed and fell off and smashed, as well as these 3.
Yeah, I mean, if they were falling off on their own, this ice certainly isn't going to help it.
No. And you guys don't see any movement from Kaseb.
That's alarming.
Yeah, does he look like injured, no movement, or
He's
like
got 2 arrows sticking out of him. You can see some blood pooling around him, and he is actively on fire.
keep shooting it?
I mean,
So we can, if you like, for how long are you guys gonna lay down hate and justice on this dude as he's laying down there, getting?
I know what I'm gonna do.
He's filled with. So
I mean, we gotta see what the ranger will do. He's got a guiding light telling him to shoot him, so we'll see what he does.
Yeah, he's basically got highlighter all over him.
Yeah.
right, but he's not moving. There's blood. He's got arrows sticking out of him. One of them looked like it's kind of deep into the soil almost. He's prone and not moving at all.
Maybe we can interrogate him.
I mean, if he's dead, we can't. But, it's your turn, Scott.
I mean,
I know what Throm's going to do.
I think we fucking kill this guy, dude. But that's
I'm not
just,
against
If you don't want to shoot him, you don't have to. You can just hold, but that's your call.
if you want another fight with him, I mean,
You said he's
I don't
kind
know,
of
man.
down. Does he not seem to be doing anything other than he's on fire and some arrows sticking out of him?
He said
Nope.
he hasn't really moved.
Nope.
Yep.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna try to at least hit once, but if it doesn't work, I'm not gonna try a second time and just call it fate.
You have advantage on your first attack, so roll twice.
That's 22 to hit, but I'll try for the 20.
Yeah.
All right, 23
That'll
to hit.
definitely hit. So that's going to be the D6 and 2D8.
What was it?
1D6 and 2D8.
Oh, okay.
So that's 11 plus another 6 points of
16.
damage. Or, no, 11 plus 5, so 16, yeah.
Yeah.
I see some rolls. Tell me what those are.
It was
That's
16
he
points of
did
damage.
16 points of damage on a arrow shot.
All right, you put another arrow in him, and his body moves a little bit.
It moves a little bit.
Moves a
That's interesting.
You know, like you shoot the body. Like look at me on the camera, and it like, and then his body moves a little bit.
I'm gonna hold off on my next attack. Or I'm gonna pass it over to somebody
Jane,
and just say, I don't know what he's doing, but he's down.
Jane.
I know what I
is
want. I know what I want you to
going
do.
Yeah, I gotta. Oh, okay. So I know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action. Adam, if you can move me to this square, I'm gonna bonus action Misty Step down here.
Okay.
Right before this sleet storm, and I'm going to start a psychic link with
Yes! That is what I was hoping you would do.
Yes. I just had to figure out how to get there.
Right.
That's what I was like, wait, how am I going to do this?
Do you push any of these zombies over as you're walking past them?
No, I Misty Step.
It's like it's like Nightcrawler.
Bam.
Like
Yeah,
bam.
Nightcrawler. Bam.
I remember Misty
Yeah,
Step.
I would go right. Yeah, I would have bamped right to there.
All right.
Be perfect. But yeah.
And tell me again what you're doing. You're using psychic link?
Psychic link. So the one where I can talk to him and hear his thoughts. So I'm basically going to say, are you finished? You done? You still in there?
As you get closer and you reach out psychically, you see a small golden thread come out of his body, and then almost it turns to like smoke, and you don't sense anything from this corpse lying on the ground. Only you see that though with your sight, but it's kind of hard to see because the thing in the center of the room is very bright.
Throm, could you end this storm? And let's take these things out.
He doesn't really want to, though.
I think he's dead. I'm pretty positive he is.
I mean...
But we gotta figure out what's going on with this object.
I know, but I want all these things to be gone before we, like, make our way down there.
But we're not gonna be able to get rid of all of them while you're concentrating on Sleet Storm where they're not at.
Well, if they keep walking into it, eventually they might.
Why would they walk into it, though?
They've been walking into it the whole time.
They've been walking off the edge, stumbling.
Well, I mean...
The other guys were in it.
I mean... I can dispel it, but it's not my turn, so...
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not... You don't have to. I don't know that it's gonna...
All right,
at this point, do anything.
Okay. I'll drop it. That's fine. So you can get rid of that.
The blue one.
Yeah, it's the blue one. And he's gonna hold. Like, that's all he's gonna do. He yells out to Jane, don't hang around down there too long.
She doesn't necessarily. Well, yeah, she can get back out.
I mean, yeah, you can get back out.
Also, Jane, while you're down there and you're closer to the object, you can feel a draw to it. Like it seems to be calling to you.
Okay. Just let me know when it's my turn.
Well, it's Thrawn's
I'm gonna
turn.
do something crazy like normal.
It's Thrawn's turn. Shay, it's your turn.
Shay's just going to... Shay's gonna ready an action to...
I mean, Jane said we gotta take out all these zombies so we can come down here and investigate this.
Yeah, no, Shay's... okay. I mean, yeah, shoot a zombie, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll shoot a zombie with my arrows.
I mean, that would be the best course of action.
Well,
like I would
let's
think.
speed it up. If that's what you're gonna do. That doesn't hit. Well, sure, that hits. Which one are you shooting at?
The close, that purple one, close to me.
All right, you knock it over and it falls and dies.
Okay, cool. That's all her turns. I mean.
All right, now it's Eric's turn.
Okay.
She's gonna yell, just start picking off the little guys. We gotta clear this out.
I mean,
Like all the zombies here.
Yeah, I mean, I know
Then
that
I'm gonna move.
this is trepidatious. This is shady.
I'm gonna move myself. 1, 2, right here,
okay.
and then I'm gonna we'll start picking off some of these guys here. I'm gonna start that green one right there.
This one right here.
One right in front of him.
Shoot at it.
Yeah. Yeah. 13.
All right, with 13, you hit it, and then it rolls into these two and knocks them off too.
Cool.
No. Cool.
So they're dead. Jane, your turn.
Nah, he's got another shot.
Hey,
he's got another shot.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
right.
let him get his other shot.
Shoot again.
What the heck, Austin?
Shoot again.
Then I'll do the same to the red there.
There you go.
All right, roll.
19.
Yep. You clear these three off. They fall, and then they fall into these two.
Cool.
This one dies.
All right, let's do it.
This one falls over.
Good work.
This one falls over.
Oh, I know we're far from the end of this.
Jane, you're up.
Jane hears this thing calling to her, and she sees what's most likely the object that's caused all of our issues. And she just lashes out with her wand, and I'm going to need an intelligence saving throw out of that item if it has one.
It does not.
Well, she cast Tasha's mind whip at it.
Okay, you don't see anything that happens.
Okay. And I don't know what to do. I hit it with 2 fireballs already.
Right.
So.
I mean, I think we're going to have to just pick it up and see what's up.
I mean, if Gek was here, it would be good.
Right. He would have jumped his first turn and jumped down into the pit and tried to double-handed axe him fucking...
All of it.
Yeah.
Everything.
All right.
He takes the falling damage. Cool.
Yeah.
Roger that.
All right.
He's raging.
Throm, you're up. What do you want to do, Throm?
I don't know. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I don't know.
He'll jump down a level. You want to roll a d6 for falling damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can make an acrobatics check, can't you?
Nah, I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
Okay, 6 damage. Good work. Then he's gonna move to here, and he's gonna cast a cantrip, which is Word of Radiance. Those guys make a DC 15 con save or take 2d6 points of radiant damage.
Who are you attacking? Yellow and orange?
Orange and yellow.
Yeah, you hit them and then you knock them off and then they die.
Okay.
They fall over.
So, 1. Okay, he's gonna stay there for the time being.
All right. So
Shay.
these zombies start to just sort of fall.
Okay.
Like there's piles of zombies now, and they just start to decompose.
Okay.
like in front of you.
Okay, great. Are they all gone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Over the course of it, like they all just sort of decompose.
And
And you
nothing
can,
nothing changes with old boy.
no, he's still pinned to the ground, and he's not on fire anymore because it's charred. It's burnt
Right.
out.
Yep. So Shay and Throm will make their way down
Yeah.
the long
Everybody
way
get down here.
down to here.
That's where Jane's heading.
I like the idea that Eric's staying up there for like Overwatch, like Hawkeye.
He can come down if he wants to.
Well, I don't want to go all the way down, but I think I'd like to like
Keep the lookout.
Yeah, I just kind of wanted myself kind of where I can watch over the party and him, and I can kind of see because there's like a door over here, and
Yeah.
and watch
Like if
over.
he moves, kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Cool.
We're out of combat.
Can we make Arcana checks on this thing?
Yeah.
Actually, I want to do a medicine check on him.
Okay.
I'd like to do an Arcana
Fucking
check on this item.
balls.
He looks dead to you.
Yeah. Shay's gonna check him out too.
That's a 10.
19. Shay got a 19 on the medicine check on him.
He looks dead to Shay too.
Okay.
10 on the Arcana check on the item.
It does seem to have magical properties. You are not able to discern them. As you guys get closer, you see that the symbol on this this necklace-looking thing. Now that you're close enough, you can see it's a necklace, but it is very bright, and it doesn't. It kind of hurts to look at, and it has the same symbol as before, a red skull in front of a red fireball.
We need to destroy this.
Before we do anything with it, is somebody gonna pick this thing up?
I would say no. Hit it with Thor's hammer, motherfucker.
Okay, that's fine. I'll do that. But first I'm gonna cast protection from good and evil on myself. Just in case.
Okay. And I say the rest of us are going to get up and away. Let's get out. Shay and...
Shay's gonna stay here.
Yeah, and Jane's going to get up with Shay. She'll be like up here.
Okay, I'm gonna hit this thing with my hammer, Austin. Do you want an attack roll or?
Sure.
Okay. I rolled an 18.
That's a pretty good hit.
Okay, it does. Let's say it does some damage. It does 8 points, and one of those is radiant damage. I mean, I don't know.
So you can see some damage underneath the necklace on the stone that it was on, but you can't see any damage on the necklace itself.
Okay. He's gonna take like a handkerchief and pick it. He's gonna talk to Jane and say, Jane, should I just pick it up?
I felt like it was trying to compel me to grab it earlier. I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, then what do you suggest here?
I think it wants us to do that, and that could be the worst thing we could do. I don't know what to do if we can't destroy it.
Yeah. He says, I don't see a lot of other options, and if the zombies are coming from here, then they're gonna keep coming. So
Hey, Throm, your hammer starts to feel tingly.
Okay.
Kind of like you hit
Does
your
it-
funny bone, but it's coming from the hammer,
Okay.
and it feels a funny. You're getting some goosebumps.
Okay.
The hair standing up on the back of your head a little bit.
Okay.
And you feel
If he,
your holy symbol is starting to get like bright. Your shield, your holy stuff is starting to get a little bright.
okay. If he moves, if I move back, does it change?
No.
Okay. We're inside a cave, right?
Yeah.
Because I really want to like pray to my god to strike this thing down, but lightning typically can't come from inside.
But yes, it can, because what does your hammer do?
It does lightning bolt, but like I want like god fucking lightning, not my lightning.
That's why it's shaking with
Yeah.
energy right now. It's telling you it has God's energy.
I know, but like a vertical lightning bolt will just look cooler. But okay,
Oh
he'll.
Wrong.
I'll tell you.
If you start,
That was
if
the
you
most
start to raise
vain.
your hammer towards it again,
Uh-huh.
you get the feeling in your gut that you should, like like your hammer is almost not controlling your arm, but
It's
you can kind of feel it like
reluctant to hit it.
Your hammer's fighting it.
All right. Well, he'll back up. I'll tell you what. He'll go here, and he'll cast lightning bolt out of it, in through the thing, and also through our boy. Let's just see what the fuck happens.
Like,
and plus, these guys will be behind it, so hopefully it shouldn't hit them. Actually, he would tell everybody to get over here. Like, just get behind him. So, Eric, is that cool? You on board?
We're at over there.
Yeah, over here to the west. He wants everybody to get behind him.
Yeah, I guess I would walk.
Okay. So he's gonna cast lightning bolt.
As you cast lightning bolt at this thing, you can feel your hammer pull back a little bit, but it still does your bidding. The lightning bolts obviously very quickly, but you look at it a lot. But this thing is very bright. You can't tell if it went through it or it went around it. It doesn't seem to have done anything to the necklace, but it does coalesce back and then into this dude's body. He flops over and his head comes off.
Oh, sweet.
But you didn't do anything to the necklace.
Okay, can I look? Let's check his body out. He's got some stuff and that book. Let's check all that shit out.
The book is when you walk over there, you see the book has been burnt to shit.
Okay.
And most of the things on his body have been burnt to shit.
Okay.
2 fireballs will do that.
He's got nothing on him.
Nope. But your hammer starts to vibrate a little bit. You can feel the holy symbols that you possess.
Right. I wish I had like some kind of fucking talk to God spell.
Isn't that? I mean,
I don't have that. I could just pray for flavor. I don't have. There's actual spells that do that, but I don't have them.
Sure, but I mean, isn't also a religion check something like that?
I mean, I could do that if you want me to do one.
That's praying.
Right.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah, 21. What do you do? Like, what do you say? Well, how do you instigate this?
He says he takes a knee, holds onto the hammer, puts it to the ground, holds his shield in front of him, and he says, Thor, Odin, I'm at a loss. These things seem dangerous. This thing seems dangerous, but it's just an egg I can't crack. Guide me, and I will do whatever you command.
You hear, in my best Thor impression,
it's a tough voice to do. I've tried it.
Throm, my mighty warrior. What the fuck are you dealing with? I sense something in your presence, and I feel the strength. And then you feel like the room sort of gets filled up, like with a presence, not like a physical presence.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe the rest might be able to feel it, but you feel like like an indwellment
Mm-hmm.
comes from you into this room and it fills up.
Okay.
That is no mere mortal object. That is one of the divine. How did that even get on your plane? You will not be able to destroy it with anything on earth. You must return it to where it belongs. But that is not something that you can do. I don't. Wait. And then you feel the presence get closer. And he says, that that's not possible to be there. You must take this and protect it with your life. Take it to someone who knows about the gods.
All right. He'll still grab it with a handkerchief and he'll throw it in his backpack.
All right, you take this necklace looking thing with
Yeah, he's not making
skull.
direct contact with it.
You get you get your venison gloves out and you get your hanky and you wrap it in your hanky.
Yeah. And stick it in an old pack.
And that's where we're gonna end it tonight.
Wow.
All right.